special guest, Erica Nicole. I need all y'all to, be cool in them comments when y'all pop in, because y'all be a little spicy in the comments. So make sure y'all be nice in the comments. But Erica, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good, Dante. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So let's get into it. How did you get into music?
Oh, I got into music. Music got into me first. I mean, I was born in this shit. My family actually all do music. My dad, my uncles, my grandmother, they all did music. They sang and everything. Um, I found out that I was into music when I was about 6 at church. We was at choir rehearsal. It was an older lady that was supposed to be singing this song. It was a simple ass song. It was so simple. But we was at choir rehearsal for hours because she could not get it right. And I just stood up like, can I try? And the pastor was like, yeah, go ahead, try. And I did. And that was the day I found out I knew how to sing. Like I didn't really know I knew how to sing. So after that, I became like the lead singer at the church, for all choirs, youth choir, mass choir, every choir. And I developed my skill of writing through poetry first, like, just growing up, always having a journal and writing, and um, the like I said, poetry because that's rhyming words. So rhyming the words and then just putting a beat to it in your head or a rhythm to it in motion. Uh, even with spoken word, I know people a lot of times their spoken word is like they say it slow and passionately, but if they wanted to, they could reverse it. It could be a rap or it could be an R&B song or however.
Right.
So that's how I started writing music, and yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. So, where are you originally from?
I am originally from Carson, California, Compton, California. Um, People used to call me Comp Carson. A lot of people be like, "You can't be from both." Like, no, actually, you can because my mom, we lived permanently in Compton, but my grandmother lived in Carson, and even though I lived in Compton, we went to school in Carson. So it was like I was always equally spending the same amount of time in both places. You
So
know,
you
so
you originally from Compton.
I'm originally from Carson. I'm originally from Carson. I mean, because I went to school in Carson, from
What hospital?
elementary to high school. I went to school in Carson, and then I started going to other schools.
Okay, yeah, But what hospital were you born at?
I was born in Bellflower at Kaiser, so
Okay.
that don't count because I never spent a night of my life in Bellflower just spending the night at nobody house or anything like. That's
Yeah.
Bellflower. I'm not
Uh,
from LA. Don't confuse it. I'm not from LA. I'm saying I'm from California, but I'm from Compton, California. I am from the the South Bay area more so.
right. She said I ain't from the East
I'm
Side.
not from the east side, but I am from the east side though. Don't get it twisted.
Shout out all my East Side babies. So, what are some of the first songs that you were able to sing at church or in choir or whatever?
The first song I sang was called "Handwriting on the Wall," and it was repetitive. Most songs at church are repetitive, honestly. So that's why I didn't understand why we was at choir rehearsal so fucking long. Like, you know what I mean? Just I see the handwriting on the wall. That was all she had to say.
That was the whole song.
That was it. Handwriting on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like handwriting. Handwriting. We act choir rehearsal for hours.
Singing this one song over.
Yes. Man, like I was so stressed out that day. I'll never forget it. At 6. Like, you know what I mean? Just you doing your part right. You know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't me. So but it was that and then I sung a lot of Yolanda Adams. I was always asked to sing His Eyes on the Sparrow. Um it's crazy because I can honestly say, and not to like change topics or anything, but I can say as a kid growing up, singing these songs and stuff, it was times where I probably was just going through something, anyway at home or, at school, but it was times where I would get that little feeling, get emotional, cry, really get into the song and stuff. But I mean, honestly, I would just say because I'm really not a religious person today, But I would say that church definitely set the foundation for me and my gifts as far as the music game because that's where I did my first performance singing. You know, picked up my first microphone, sang my first note, made my first dollar. You know what I mean? Because the mother's board, and deacons after I sung, they used to always do the granny, slide you some cash thing, slip some money in my hand and stuff. So I made my first dollar at church for music and everything. It was always probably meant. I'm pretty sure it was always meant for me to make my make ends meet or make income off of music, off of speaking, sharing my stories and things like that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, you grew up in church.
Yeah, I did. I grew up in church. I grew up in church. I was in a Baptist church, like most black people.
Yeah.
So, I have those teachings and stuff. I mean, I'm not really that. I'm not really. I mean, like, I'm not a. I don't go to church anymore. I'm not like a satanist. I'm not an atheist or anything. I am spiritual, but I do my practicing and my studying at home and with other people who are into what I practice, which is spirituality, learning, the universe, the code of God, and things like that. But I wouldn't say like I really wouldn't say church made me because more than it made me, it broke me, you know. And
Right.
so I grew up in the church, but I'm not a Christian. I'm not religious.
Right. Me either. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I don't really believe in religion. Um. So I feel you. Same here. So, growing up in church, you learned music there. So, when did you figure out, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna pursue this as a career?
Ooh, uh, I was in elementary school for sure. Um, Me and my friends, we always said that was what we were gonna do. We were gonna be a group, and so we did all the talent shows and whatever we could perform at. Really, we did parks, whatever the case was. And then when I officially was like, yeah, this is what I want to do for life. Like I probably was about 14 when I really made that conscious decision that I wanted to be an artist. And then I recorded my first song at 16 with Charlie Wilson's cousin. Um, and yeah, it was actually pretty dope. It was a really dope experience. After I did my first song, I was like, man, hearing yourself is it's a whole different ballgame when you really hear yourself. You know what I mean? Like at church, I was singing on the microphone, da da da. I never knew what other people heard. But when I recorded my first song and then I played it back and I could hear me, it was like, oh dang, like okay, yeah, this my lane, And so yeah, once I recorded that first song, from there that was a wrap. After I did that first song, I started working with Eddie Paper, June Ski, Double Guns, everybody from Pitch Black Game Winners. Um, they had it set up. Oh, actually, at that time, I had three other girls I used to hang with. We had a group. It was called Karma. We did a
Okay.
lot of shows. Yeah, it was called Karma. We was tired. I'm not gonna lie. For us to be young and everything, we was putting in some heat in LA. We used to perform at the Copacabana in Long Beach. We used to perform at the House of Blues. We performed at the Hollywood Bar and Grill. We performed at a gang of places. I performed at his Taste of Soul before, at the Vape Fest in Long Beach. At a couple of other events, and I did a lot of shows and stuff dealing with Pitch Black Game Winners. Like super shout out to them. They supported me fully. Like my producers always have supported me. They still do. I have the same producers that I've always had. And when I say I believe like for anybody that's trying to get in the industry or trying to get into the music game or whatnot, I can honestly say that it is real when they say you don't have to um you shouldn't have to pay. Like, you know what I'm saying, to get your foot in the door. Like if somebody really wanna fuck with you, they gonna really fuck with you. That's like some real shit, because for me with my squad, like honestly, I had a manager, I had an agent, I had Um, my producer, I didn't get charged for anything from
Yeah.
outfits to studio time to nothing. And I'm talking about we really put in studio time. Like I damn near lived with my producer for years at a point in time, and it was him pushing everything. Like he paid for shows, he did it all, paid for mixing and mastering and videos to be done and videos to be edited and everything. I didn't come out of the pocket. Like, it was like nothing but love and actual belief in me from them, and to have people believe in you that much, it's like crazy. Don't take it for granted because there was times where I did. And it didn't do nothing but set me back. But later on, I realized it's like I wasted time waiting to realize that these people really have my back.
It happens like that. So, what was the experience like your first time in the studio recording?
Honestly, it was annoying. Yeah, it was really annoying. My dad took me. My dad is a singer. Well, he was a singer as well, and he was crazy. And so he took me to the studio the first time, and he was so annoying. I wrote my song, okay, and the producer made the beat off of my song, and the whole time my dad's there like, "No, sing it like this. No, stop. Don't do that. Hey, wait." Like he just like he puffed at me or something. Like he was just doing the most, and so it was so annoying because like, how you gonna tell me how my song go? I wrote it, I sung it, I made up the harmonies and the melodies. How you gonna tell me that that's not how it go? Like,
He like,
it
I'm gonna
was so
let me show her how this is done.
yeah, it was hella like crazy, and my dad like he was hella cool, but he had his ways because he was a part of the '80s epidemic with crack and stuff. So he knew how to sing and everything, but you can't tell them nothing. Period. I don't care. You can't tell them nothing. You can't hurt them in no way. So it was one of them things. Kind of have to follow what he asked if I didn't want no problems. But it was fun because I was actually at a real studio, like a real studio behind the glass. It wasn't like a hole in the wall. Don't get me wrong. I did all the hole in the walls I could do. I've actually done it with you, you know. Um, Honestly, I could say like the first time I went into the studio, it helped build my confidence, but I did get scared. I mean, it's really important to educate yourself on stuff because fear comes from the unknown. So around that time is when this whole Illuminati phase came out, you know what I mean? And everybody was like big talking about the Illuminati and all of that. And so I started researching it, and beginning the research, it can scare you. Um or did scare me, shit. Okay, to the point where it was like, damn, cabinet doors was closing, weird stuff was happening, and I was terrified. And so I stopped doing the music for a while. I was scared to even try to get into the industry because I'm like, shit, like they had all this stuff up about Beyonce and witchcraft and da da da, and subliminals, and I'm like, damn, I am not trying to, sell my soul just to sing. Like, why God give me a voice to sell it, to my soul with it and shit? Like that's ridiculous. So I got scared and I kind of stopped even trying to pursue my dream because I was afraid of um tapping into something else. Like, I mean, like, yeah, this is my passion, but I'm not trying to kill nobody that I love because I want to sing and stuff. And that's why, but that's what makes me say do your research, because the more I did my research, the more I found out. You know what I mean? And I started learning stuff like when it came to Beyonce and the Lemonade video for one. They were talking about like, oh shit, she calling up demons and stuff. The more I did my research though, I seen how Beyonce really was just like, representing her roots. And as black people, we are afraid of that because we don't really know where we come from. We don't know um the truth behind things. We automatically assume like, oh shit, that's bad. We don't know though. The fear of the unknown. That's the fear of the unknown. We were
Well,
told something is
I don't
bad.
think that it was bad. Maybe her family was into voodoo or witchcraft or something like that, so she was into it. Maybe she grew up as a paganist, or people grow up different type of ways, and that explains why they end up in those industries because a lot of those people are in the same circles.
Right. But it's like when we get to talking about witchcraft and voodoo and stuff, do we know what we're talking about? Or are we just going off of what we were told? because I didn't grow up down south. You know what I mean? I'm not from down south. You know, my ancestors are my great grandparents like that.
We're having a little technical difficulties, y'all. She'll be back in a second,
Oh,
though.
I'm back.
All right.
Okay, but yeah, like my great grandmother, it was things that she used to do as a kid that I remember, but I didn't know it was or what it is. You feel me? And I guess people would say, "Oh, that resonates with voodoo and witchcraft," but it's really not what we think. When we talk about that, we start thinking what we were told. Just like when it comes to Christianity and shit. So I was told as a kid that if I do this, that it was bad. You feel me? But I didn't try it. I didn't see what happened if I did it. I just kind of took what I was told and ran with it. You know what I mean? And let that be what led me to believe what I believe. And so as I started doing the research, it's like, wait a minute, is that's only putting herbs together to make a tea to heal the intestine, to clean the intestine. That's all that was. Oh, so it's not magic like the way people were talking about it, or it's not
No.
evil the way people were talking about it. You don't have to practice no spirituality to be an evil person or to cause harm to other people or none of that shit. Like, so it's like I said, I started researching it. Then I learned what lemonade really represented. I learned what energy Beyonce was really possessing and what she was really trying to permit into the atmosphere, into the universe for us, which was a positive energy. She was representing Oshun. She was representing a love goddess and things like that. It wasn't what it was made to be. The things I allowed to scare me from following my dream because I didn't know what it was about and I didn't do the research initially is what left me in this fear mode. And what we have all become to learn is that fear is where they want us to be. Just imagine that. Like, you feel me? I did not pursue my dream when it was booming because I was afraid of the Illuminati based off of what I was told, not off what I knew. No facts were there presented to me. I didn't witness anything, or nothing. It was just straight, oh, she said, he said, stuff. And then
Nothing happened to you personally for you to feel.
nothing at all. For me to put my life on hold, my dreams on hold, all I have to do is go find out the information myself. You know what I mean? Do my own research, do my own whatever. And I did. And when I did it, then I found out how fucking dumb I was for sitting there and just believing anything. And
Well,
that's what they want us to do.
right. Well, it is a lot of wickedness going on in the music industry, obviously, because it's all coming out. But I think it was more sexual, obviously, than a spiritual thing. But we know
And
that
honestly, I think that it's not even no different from what the hell happens. Like
on the street,
yeah, this shit happen every day. You know what
every
I'm saying? When I moved to Texas, like, bro, I swear to you, DT, we have Amber Alerts in California. You know what I'm saying? We get Amber Alerts, but usually it'd be like, oh yeah, it's an Amber Alert because DT and his baby mama got into it and he went and picked up the baby and she called the police and now, it's an Amber Alert because they like, oh, he ain't really supposed to have a kid, something like that. But when I got to Texas, bro, it was like, it was literally like Amber Alerts left and right, dude. Literally left and right. It's so much sex trafficking and all of that stuff going on out there. And it's not even like the way that the media is putting out this whole like Puff Daddy and what he's doing and da, da, da. Like, this is shit that happened in the past to people who rich and got out of it and all kind of stuff. But it's literally like kids, little
uh,
kids that's in Texas walking home from school getting snatched up every day and the border right there and that's it. You know what I mean? And that's not promoted the way they're promoting what happens in the industry when this is everyday life.
facts. If you're trying to donate to my YouTube channel, my Cash App is $YGMCLLC. I'm gonna say it one more time. YGMCLLC. The name should be Dante when you look it up. You can donate to my. I appreciate you, Tank, and shout out to Dabs. But yeah, the more research I do, the more I go in deeper. I went way like back into the Anunnaki and just the Emerald tablets and just like
Hmm.
that we don't learn and that I didn't learn in private school, at chapel or church. Because my grandma and my grandfather were, she was an Eastern Star, he was a Mason, but they never taught me that. And
Right.
my auntie was a Catholic and she was a Christian and she probably didn't jump through all of them. She claimed to be
And
a
it's It's like this. It's the thing. Like it's so beautiful to me that like I
Thank
don't
you.
know if it's just
Thank
me and what I'm into or whatever, like the type of following I've started building or the people I follow, but I see so many like people stepping out of the worldly aspect of things, worldly ways of things, and they can't see that it's blurry. There you go.
That's it right there. Thank you. If you're trying to,
Um, but no, what else was I gonna say?
we were talking
Uh,
the history of it.
yeah. Well, when it comes to like you was talking about the Emerald Tablets and the Anunnaki and stuff like that or whatever. I
Right.
was gonna say something and I totally just lost what I was gonna say. But go ahead.
So
Because
with
I've practiced, I've learned a lot about all of that too. Oh, that's what I was gonna say though. It's like so many black people that stepping out of that box that we've been like placed in for so long, and they're trying to unlearn and relearn things on their own. You know what I mean? Because it's just not a coincidence about that people are claiming to have these spiritual experiences or like we're waking up and the great awakening, different things like that, and it's mainly in black people.
right.
You're not really seeing this in other races unless they are somehow connected to us. You know what I mean? Like Native Americans, Mexicans, and Asians are the other one. You know what I mean? Because we all kind of are related at the end of the
Well,
day,
our DNA is only 2% different than each other race,
right?
and that's
And
crazy.
like, what you
Go
gonna
ahead.
say?
Go ahead.
Um, shit. I don't know. Matter of fact, years ago when I was doing that research on auto, it's just amazing to me how shit like you really need to do your own research for stuff. But like it was a video that was up and it was on the news and it was in Texas and it was like some people that had grouped up and they were like meeting up at like a warehouse or whatever the hell it was. They was meeting up there. They was doing spiritual practices. They was doing like ebos and they was doing like divinations and ebos and going and like cutting chicken's head and doing all this different stuff. And it was like on the news and they was talking about it in such a demonic way. And it was
Yeah.
like really, really bad, everything they had to say about it. And it was crazy because the way what I ended up finding out years later, like more than 10 years later, I found out how these different spiritualities actually unite, like they're connected to each other. So there's like Santeria, then there's Yoruba, then there's Ifa. These three practices all are all one and the same. And then there's Afro Asian, Afro Cuban, um, Afro Americans or Africans or whatever, different cultures that all practice the same shit. You feel
Yeah.
me?
The
So
Jews they study Tanakh, but Tanakh is an African religion, but it's real demonic. A lot of it is demonic. I could tell positivity. If it say something like, "Oh, it's okay to sleep with a 9 year old," I'm definitely not going to be following
right.
that.
Right.
And
That's
that's
more like
what's
cultism. You
going
know what
on.
I'm saying? Like that's some cultism shit. Like the okay, for example, like with the Santeria stuff or whatever, and then there's Yoruba and Ifa. They have the thing about it is, and it always make me think about the Bible and when they talk about the Tower of Babylon and how the languages were switched up and da 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 da. Because um shit, it took for me to actually date a Cuban who was cheating on his wife that was Jamaican. And I had no idea. And when I seen these black people at his house, I'm like, well, shit, he's kidding. I don't know who they are, or whatever. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Um, but turns out I ended up finding out Jamaicans and Cubans actually speak the same language. They're both islanders, so they have the same language. They
What is
have kids together. They are, huh?
what they speak patois or Swahili?
Good question. I'm not sure. Cuban? I don't know.
I know that
Jamaican? Shit, I don't know.
it's like broken English, so they
It
speak like
is.
broken English, but patois
Exactly.
or like more swag to it.
I think it's the broken English version more so. Um, but finding out that they speak the same language, then it was like, okay, when it comes to their spiritual practices, they have the same spiritual practices. When it comes to the deities and stuff they honor, they have the same deities that they honor. They have different names, but the names actually mean the same thing. The only difference is it's a different language. So while it's like, you got black people over here mad at Mexicans over there because then they're talking about each other and what they practice in the same exact shit. You know what I mean? Nothing is different about it. Honestly, the way I see it is I look at it like this. The way I even got into this was literally because I felt like I didn't know who I was and I felt like I needed to know like both sides of my family in order to figure out who I am. You know what I mean? So I started doing research on my history and my ancestry and stuff like that. When I got to my dad's side, I found out that my grandfather, who was like 7'2" and shit, was from the tallest tribe in Africa, which was the Watiti tribe. And that tribe, they were originally in Egypt, at the Nile, and you know, um, different stuff with that. Damn, I'm mad I don't got these books. But um, I ended up finding out that was that where they from, and then I was like, okay, well, what did they practice? You know what I mean? What was they into? Because we have been taught, like, literally all our life we have been taught in Africa that they're homeless, they're hungry, they broke, they walking around dirty, they fucking do devil worshiping and voodoo and play with spirits and da 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 da. And we've never been there. Like, damn, I'm supposed to be an African, and when I'm here in America, and everything I'm finding out about an African is fucking bad. It can't be true. It gotta be some good to this shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I started looking into it. And as I looked into it, that's how I found out about Ifa and Yoruba and all of that. And then as I started reading about that and getting into that, then I'm like, damn, this shit actually connects to me. It actually resonates with me. The Patakis and all the folklores and the stories they tell, like, it really reminds me of how um my great grandmother used to sit us down and talk to us about shit her mama did, and you know what I mean. That's what a pataki is. It's just a story of the past. It's a folklore. Folklores are stories of the past to help us in the future, basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
So these different stories, they started adding up. It started adding up so much to the point that it breaks down to science too. So now, when you go into African spirituality or Santeria, and you get to talking about the seven higher powers or the seven African powers, the Orishas, and all of that, then you go into colors because each one has a color. When you go into that, like, there's a video with Terrence Howard talking about this too as well. But when you go into the colors the colors have a
They
frequency and a
represent
vibration.
the periodic table.
No, the rainbow.
Yeah, the rainbow represents the periodic table too, but yeah, that's where colors come from.
But see, but now these colors, they all have a number frequency, a letter frequency, a color frequency,
Yeah.
all these different things that resonate to it. Just imagine how uh it was hard. Like, you couldn't be gay, right? But before gay, there was a rainbow, and the rainbow meant happy, or it was like peace and beautiful unicorns and shit like that. Then they turned it into gay pride, so motherfuckers stopped wearing
So
rainbows. You feel
everybody
me?
knows that the Romans and those people are the ones that bring that paganism culture around us. We weren't doing none of that gay stuff. We weren't Africa. We weren't getting down like that. Egypt. I think you probably would have got stoned to death for that back then. We had rules.
Right. They always try to say like
We
AIDS
didn't
came from
play them games
Africa, like we was just
because it
big
was
gay fucking and shit. But really, that was a disease that
a
was
major sin.
injected into a person. Like, that wasn't something that they just fucked and caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was gay given
But
to
look,
them basically.
in their religion, it's okay. They've been doing it since the beginning. The Pope is doing it right now.
Right. They're fucking dogs and all kind of shit. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Horses, and like, where do you think two girls in one cup came from? Like, and
A
all of
lot of
this,
it.
like, so all of this is like, it's crazy because even like okay, so the colors, the numbers, they're all frequencies, they're all vibrations.
Shapes
The
too.
rainbow.
Shapes are colors and letters too. Shapes like a square.
Okay, teach me something. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna game you up, baby. I do a lot of research.
Keep going. I'm trying to find out. Let me know.
Because I was just watching the Flower of Life. So they were like, "Oh, if you could figure out this Flower of Life, you could figure out the code to the universe." So I was sitting there,
Hmm.
was breaking down all the shapes, and the shapes break down into letters, and the frequencies is what resonate with you. So that's why they say don't listen to certain type of music, don't,
Right.
because that it messes up your vibration. That's how people get sick.
Hmm.
You can align your vibration back by frequency and cure
Right.
yourself from
And
disease.
cure you yourself
You
of
can cure
diseases just
cancer,
by
AIDS, everything with frequency.
with frequency, with sound, you can actually buy instruments, or you can have different instruments, and you can play these frequencies around a sick level. And I actually have a friend who just did it with their loved one. You know what I mean? And they were able to. It was a time where their loved one passed away, but came back to life. But her family sat there. They played different drums, different instruments to raise that frequency. And then it's crazy because it's the heart and the head, right? And you apply the love to the heart, and you talk to the head, or you talk to the heart, you talk to the head, but you can talk a person back to life. You know what I mean? A person could be on their dying bed, getting ready to die, but if they have enough of the love frequency there to help bring them back and keep them from going into life, then you can heal a person, you can bring them back to life without medical equipment and radiation and all of this stupid ass shit that we have to, like,
That
how
break
the fuck, just
right.
answer me this. If we come in contact with too much radiation, we could die, right? When a cancer patient gets sick, they use hella high radiation to cure them, right? Name a cancer patient that you know, honestly, like just really think about it, that was really actually cured from the radiation. Because everybody that I know got sicker once they
Yeah,
started getting radiation.
killed them.
They
It
did not
took their
get better
hair
at
away, made
all.
them skinny, killed their appetite, everything.
Exactly. And then today, if we go stand next to a 5G tower, unsuited and booted, you know what I'm saying, up where the radiation is high, we're gonna fucking die.
We're gonna die.
So you gotta make it make sense to me.
Well,
Obviously, that's not cure.
The
That's
Rothschilds
a
are the people that own the banking systems are the ones that own the pharmaceutical companies, and we know
mhm.
they're some of the most evil people in the world, and most of them are Jews. Jews. But it's 100 families who run this country, who run this world. 100 families run 5 billion people, and they're the richest people on earth. I was just watching and researching them all night last night, and yeah, I mean they got this new AI technology that's out right now. The name of it, what is it called? Ah, fuck, got the name. But it's running all of our money right now. AI is running our money and been running it for the last 12 years. And it's only 5 trillion, well, $4 trillion that's supposed to be in this world. But this company owns 22 trillion, and they're buying up all the land, they're buying up everything. So it's a lot going on with the people in power. And their thing is we want to get rid of mass population. We want to incarcerate people. You know, this is how they feel. And when Hitler tried to take out the Jews back in the day, everybody went against him, and everybody felt like that was wrong. But since they've been in power, they probably killed over 100 million people. You know what I'm saying? Babies, everything. They don't give a fuck about shit. I can't hear you. You sound you muted. Oh, that's what happens when we get to talking about powerful shit. YouTube, YouTube make a glitch happen. Uh-oh, we resonating. I can't hear shit you say. That is crazy. I knew it was gonna happen though. As soon as you start talking about some enlightenment and things that people really need to know, versus sitting here talking about Diddy and all that old bullshit that doesn't matter, then YouTube wants to. Yeah, we're sitting here talking about Diddy. It would be great. Let me see if I can hear you on it. Say something. Versus sitting here talking about Diddy.
Oh, I got it. I
There,
said I don't give a fuck about Diddy. That nigga ain't been a factor since Jennifer Lopez was out. Okay,
we don't care
he ain't
about
mattered since
Drake. We don't care about none of that.
since
What
the
we
Harlem Shake.
so look when the
What?
Jews left from where they were and they came to Israel to take over our land, and then they got into it with the Palestine people because they're not the original Jews, which everybody know. And we got this war going on right now. What do you think is about to happen?
Okay, first thing first. I was trying to ask you before you couldn't hear me. Have you ever seen a movie? It's a series on Netflix called The 100.
I might have seen some of it. I know what you're talking about, but no, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and act like I watched it.
This show is talking about how there was a nuclear war on Earth that caused radiation to wipe the earth out, right? However, there were certain people that had these chips. They call it the flame. These little chips that were in the back of their head that it and all this shit is happening currently, but this chip withheld consciousness from different people they call commanders, leaders of these different tribes, right? The consciousness is in there from years ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago. This consciousness is still held up in this chip. And when you get this chip, then you have the memory and the consciousness of all the previous leaders. But there were people who, when the radiation happened and the Earth got wiped out, that got on a spaceship and went into the out to space and lived there for 100 years. With other people who was left on Earth, and they didn't know there was people on Earth. So when they came down to Earth to see if it was able to be to be habitable again, then they came across these people who were here who had survived after the radiation, and they were all warriors that lived on the Earth, that had to figure life out all over again from the beginning. You know what I mean? But there's these different codes that they go into talking about different tools that they use like in the ancient time to teleport basically into different dimensions or different planets, and they show how they transfer from this planet to that planet, and it's these
They
different wars going on, and everything is so like all these movies like tell so much, you know what I'm saying? They all tell the truth, you know what I mean? And they all have subs in them. They just make it a little bit exciting for us. So that's where the lies come in. But
But
for
you
the
know what
most part,
they do? They take all the black people out of it.
they did.
And it's like,
Yeah.
dude, we know we were the first race that was created before Thoth told the rest of his crew, the Anunnaki, to go around the world and do what we did here in Mesopotamia. So you
So
can't
now
sit
that
here.
I'm not sure about. Now, from my understanding,
That's how racist was created. Anunnaki
now
was
I don't
listen,
know.
listen,
My
listen. Let me tell you, and you tell me if this makes sense. The
okay.
Anunnaki, when they came to inhabit this earth, they were all different races. The Anunnaki was just the name of where they came, but they were not all black. One of
I
them,
don't know.
so that's why we're black because we were branded to be his. I'm gonna make you in my image. So when the rest of the other people went around the earth, they made white, they made Chinese, they made all these different races, and we're only 2% different in DNA. So this is why, you know, continue.
That's your okay. That's your theory. My theory. Um. My theory go deep. Okay. Now, when you want to talk about the Anunnaki and all of that, and you want to talk about stuff, you want to go into Inky and you want to go to Enlil and you want to go into the Planet X or Nibiru and all of that. Okay. From my understanding, which to me actually does make sense, is the fact because we're going through that right now on planet Earth. Literally, scientists use gold to heal our core in the Earth's atmosphere. Okay. Now, Nibiru is a planet that was supposedly it needed healing. The planet's mineral they needed different minerals to heal the planet because the planet was like deteriorating on the outside of the outer layers of the atmosphere of this planet. So they traveled, which is what in this movie that I'm talking about, they actually were able to do with a certain device or whatever they use. But they traveled to different planets to see where they can find this element that they needed to heal their planet. When they got to Earth, they found the element of gold. Gold was the element that healed their planet. So they took they were down here. They were working hard. They were slaving, and they were gods. So they're like, we don't want to do this shit. You know what I mean? And they created um
Or how
more of them like them human though
so
because they
to
made it. They first created a person. They first created the first human. This human wasn't able to um to re to reproduce. So
right.
then they ended up creating another one to cause it to be able to reproduce so that they didn't have to
So
keep
what
doing reproduction
exactly
or
happened
whatnot.
was ISIS. It was already a hominids here before they came. So it was already like our cousins basically were here already. And when those people got mad at Thoth and everybody because they had them doing all their dirty work for 250,000 years, they said, "Man, we can't keep doing all your work, and we don't have any women. So how are we like? We can't even reproduce." So what they did was
They already had created that.
the what does they call it? The garden? What is it called?
The Garden of Eden.
Whatever that is, or wherever everybody
That
was.
really actually exists. There's really a Garden of Eden in Egypt.
Not the story that's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's it's not the story that's in the Bible. No, it's just not.
So what happened was they were trying to create this hominids. They couldn't. They kept failing because it wasn't able to reproduce. Then ISIS said, I'm gonna take the baby out of her stomach and take it to term myself. She took the baby to term 10 months, and that was the first human.
But
That
see, you're mixing a lot of different stories in
was
one because like
just one story.
Isis
So
and Thoth and Enlil and Inky, they're all like honestly okay. So this is why it's so confusing. I'm about to break it down right now. I'm about to give you the biggest breakdown ever. The biggest breakdown is none of this shit is a person. It's all energy. The only reason why there are names behind it, this is why every culture, every religion, every body have the same fucking story with different names. Because the only way the human mind can understand these things is by putting a face and a name on it so that we can recognize it and identify it when we need to. We don't understand things by energy. If a ball of light just passed by, we're gonna just call it a ball of light. We're not gonna say that was a ball of light of Oshun or that was a ball of light of Shango. We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? We're just going to identify it as a ball of light. But when you put a name on this ball of light and a face on it or an image on it, then you have something to identify it by. You feel
right,
me? And that's the only way that the human mind can understand things. So when you get to talking about those and you get to talk about Enlil, Inky, all of them are the same energy. They're not only just like okay, so the seven colors in the rainbow. These rainbow colors have an energy that they come from. Each color represents a different type of energy. So when you go to red, you're representing war. You're talking about Shango. You're talking about thunder and lightning and the axe and things like that. When you go into yellow, you're talking about Oshun. You're talking about love and prosperity and fertility and things in that nature. You go to oil, you're talking about wind. You're talking about a storm. You're talking about warrior energy, a female warrior. She was the woman that fought with the man. She was a woman king, basically. You know what I mean? You go in the green, you're talking about Ogun. Ogun was he was the a carpenter, a builder, and then we got these different colors that match these different people. Each color represents different things, different jobs, different personalities, or different energies. So now when you go into these different religions and cultures and stuff and they start talking about these different people who actually identify with Mary and Saint Mary and Oshun or
all
Saint Mary
that
or
religion and that stole our religion. You know what? Free Africa. Please give us our land back. And Egypt is a part of Africa. If y'all didn't know, all y'all are misplaced people from casualties of war. When the Romans came and invaded Africa, Egypt, and all that, you guys were misplaced, and that's why y'all not fully black, and that's why y'all hate yourselves. So if you in my comments and you sitting here being racist on my YouTube channel, you need to go find out your history, and you probably majority black. If you got any kind of melanin in you, you are a descendant of Africans. No matter how
honestly
light
though, that's
you
my
want to be.
point because when we get to doing that, that's where we cause separation again. We cause hatred amongst one another. If we identify everything as an energy, that's why, like in African spirituality, when you get your divination done, you find out where your head is, you find out who your crown is, you find out what energy you derive from. So
Yeah.
now me, which I honestly I know is true, I derive from the energy of Oshun, but my crown is Obatala. Abatala is the teacher. He's like Jesus. You know what I mean? He was the Jesus, basically. Okay, so now I know I got that spirit in me. I know for a fact I have that energy in me. I talk a lot. I want to teach. I always think I know everything. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? I got that energy. Then when it comes to Oshun, I also have that energy. I come from love. My birthday's in February. I'm a Pisces. That's Cupid. That's Venus. That's love, and all these different things. Where it all resonates to an energy. So if we want to talk about, if we want to break it down to who is like who, fuck my skin tone. At the end of the day, what energy did you come from? You're born? That's like me and Roslyn. Roslyn, February 20. Was she February 26th? I'm February 24th, but we're both Pisces. We both love love. We have a lot of the same characteristics. That's why zodiac signs resonate with each other when they meet. When I meet another person that's my same sign, I'm like, oh, I'm a Pisces too. Oh yeah, woo woo. And then we notice that we do shit the same, or we feel the same about certain things. We like certain things. We act the same on certain levels. That's because it's an energy that we have, that we possess, that we carry. It's not about our skin tone. It's not about our color. It's some people who have a fucked up ass energy,
Just
uh
they're negative. They don't have good spirits. They're not good
like
people.
in the Patakis, Ogun was
A lot of them.
and some of the different Patakis, because different folklores, different Patakis tell the story different. But in one of the ones that I read or I learned about, Ogun was the son of Yemojano Batalat, but Ogun, he wanted to be the man of the house so bad because his daddy wasn't there, and he was kind of the man of the house. Eventually, he ended up taking that too far and raping his mom, and so he was sent out into the forest to grow the crops and everything for for everybody in their tribe or whatnot. He was casted out to guard the garden and to grow the crops and feed everybody type shit. That was his punishment. You know what I mean? There are people in this world who possess an Ogun energy. There are people in this world who can hurt and harm their loved ones in that way out of loving in a selfish manner. You know what I mean? Or just being a selfish individual, period. You know what I mean? He had good qualities too, but these are the most potent qualities that he had that he's known for. And so then there's the mothers, like Yemoja, who's the birther of all creation. She's the mother Orisha. She represents blue, and blue is water, and water is overflowing, and you know what I mean. She's the mother of all. So with her, you got people out there that's young and that's not young, like that's old, young, whatever, that just carry this motherly energy.
This was
They could
my
be younger than you. They could be the youngest sibling, but they know they telling everybody what to do. They the one running to tell everybody what to do and how to do it because they possess a mother energy. That's just who they fucking are. It don't have nothing to do with their color, nothing to do with where they came from.
but it
At the
doesn't
end of the
have
day,
anything to do with them being a good person. A lot of these
it
people out
can be,
there
but we
look
just don't know about this yet.
right, so you're not bringing it out of you. But being a good person is not nothing that you need to know about religion. That's an everyday thing. Did I do a
But
good deed?
if you're taught
Did I help somebody
something,
today? Was I giving? Because if you're not giving back, or you're not helping people, or you're not doing anything to change anything, you're never gonna have any good karma. That's
Jesus'
that's a
main
big
practice
part.
was to teach love, right?
And people,
But when you go to church, they don't
most
even teach
people
that.
only give love to their children and to their significant other. It's rare for people to just go around showing love to everybody just genuinely because that's how they.
And then see now, look, you know what's crazy? All of this can change very rapidly, and the way that can happen is through music.
Frequency. We got to stop
Yes,
making this murder music. We got to stop making these sexual songs, talking about our booty hole brown. A lot of this music is tearing down the culture. And
I wish I could show some pictures right now. Like it's like pictures that's floating through social media of different things in nature, trees.
I
And
think
all these trees are positioned in sexual positions, or they look like they're fucking or doing something, excuse me, but they look like they're doing something sexual. And it's because these trees operate off the same energy we operate off.
frequency.
We're putting these vibrations into the universe and into the atmosphere and into nature. So these trees are even formulating ways of sexual activity that's provocative, perverted. They're not even producing out the right type
But
of
that's straight
nutrients
out the
that we
bag.
need anymore. The air quality is fucked up, and we're supposed to get most of our oxygen from trees and from the ocean. But I mean, when we're permitting these vibes, because think about it, if you play a drum, or if I bang on this dang on dresser right here, and if I bang on my nightstand, that vibration is going to go throughout the entire dresser. It's going to be on my floor, my ground. The ground's going to catch a part of that vibration. That vibration is going to create, it's going to form something, it's going to manifest something. So when we're doing our music and it's like all this bullshit that we talk about today, like that, no, not we, because I don't, but all this bullshit that's
I
talked
like
about today, when we
it.
get, you feel me, when we get to doing that, we're putting this out there. This is what we are attracting to this planet. Like, this is what we're saying that this is the only thing that's useful. We're not learning nothing about our magic and our powers that we have, that we possess. We're only sitting up here learning how to use our vagina. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Craziest
and at
thing.
a young age, I just seen a video where the person was talking about how the kids is in the classroom, like, my booty hole brown, and then second grade and shit. You feel me? But y'all can't even spell y'all name yet. Y'all don't even learn how to write in cursive. You know how much,
I
like,
see.
how
I see
important it was
us.
to have a signature growing up. Like, nigga, y'all took away. There's no point in me getting a poster and getting it signed
It's the
because y'all
government.
don't know how it's going to be printed. This is going to be something that's typed up by AI in a fucking computer. There's no real meaning to getting this damn autograph no more. You know what I mean? Like, and these are the things that are take. This is natural shit that's just
It's not just
eliminated.
that. This is my thing.
We
If
got hooked on phonics rap going on and shit.
if
Like,
the if the computer and Google and AI is going to be able to do everything for me, what am I to learn? It's time to learn about the important things, spirituality,
Spirituality and
human,
how to exactly.
how to be a better, how to be better every day, how to give, how to
Hey,
help.
you want to know what's so trippy to me? What's so trippy to me is how there's these fucking commercials that's floating around YouTube and everything, and they be like, "Hey, so have you ever tried this new thing, this new app that can fill out your whole essay for you, and it can do it all, and you can get an A right away?" And it's like, yeah, it's a new AI technology because everyone knows that AI is going to be better than us, and it's going to eventually take over the human race, and it's going to
Basically,
take over all the jobs, and they're saying this shit in the fucking video. And myself, I have bypassed this video, skipped it plenty of fucking times. You know what I mean? But they're literally telling us that AI is about to take over, and AI is going to be smarter than us and better than us, and going to do every fucking thing
so
that we can do 10 times greater.
shout out to
And
Joseph
yet,
Jones. He said, I just stopped by to say hi, peace, love in the chat. He said, ugly stands for understanding God loves you. I love it.
I do too.
Thank you for that kind of energy.
Not an insult. Exactly. I heard that.
Yes. We appreciate good comments, man. If y'all got good things to say, chime in. If we're wrong about something we're saying and we're not giving the information directly, because neither one of us are historians or scientists, we just do a lot of studies on different things, but we don't know exactly every single thing. So if you want to
Right.
come,
This is an open conversation because shout out to 19 Keys. It's time to put high level conversations out into the atmosphere. Whether you're gonna start from amateurs or you're gonna go straight to the top and go get full information with facts behind it. And I can shoot you some of that though. Don't get it twisted. You feel me? But right now we're just having a casual conversation amongst one another. We are not stating facts. We are not saying that we are absolutely correct. We are not going against anybody and what they believe in. We do not have none. I don't give a fuck about none of the shit that anybody got to say that's stupid. Like you know what I mean, or negative or whatever. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean. You're basically the type of energy I'm trying to sing up out of this motherfucker. You feel me?
look, I just
So
think you're spiritually free when you're not claiming a religion, and you just giving the glory to God. You're not trying to figure out what color
hey,
it is, what's this, what's that. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, what really matters is where your heart is at.
and I mean, be honest, like just to be 100, it's like this. Growing up in your mama house, you eat your mama food. You go to her mama house, you eat her mama food. And the people that's around, food, you eat. You know what I'm saying? When you go to somebody else's house, cooking is different and shit. They can cook the same thing. You may not like it. The ingredients are different. You know what I mean? They can cook different shit. You may like it like damn it, or you may not. The point of what I'm saying is it's the same thing when it comes to cultures and shit like that because it's like okay, my culture have different seasonings to put into the or different ingredients that they throwing into this so that they can create this dish that is delightful and tasty to my soul for
Right,
my people. Your people are cooking it the same way that they need to cook it for y'all to be tasty and delightful to your soul.
right,
It don't have to be good to me for it to be good to you. You know
right.
what I mean? I don't have to eat the same thing you eat to be fulfilled. So you
Fact.
don't gotta eat what I'm eating to be fulfilled. You feel me? Knowledge is infinite.
Right.
And
Well,
and there are plenty of infinite leaves falling off trees around this camp for everybody to have their own little box of knowledge and information that can be shared and used. Like nobody's information is better than the next person's. At the
if,
end of
if
the day,
you're
every day
trying to
they
be
get facts, they
positive,
find out,
if
yeah, you
if you're
know,
positive, then it shouldn't even matter. Like the only way that two people would have a disagreement if they're both not on the same frequency or they both not being positive. Somebody has to be negative. So that's how
right.
it works.
And
Unhappy.
then, but look, like, cause it's like, okay, my mama might let me go outside and be outside all night. Your mama might not. All right, it's just different rules. It's religion is nothing but a way of life. You know what I'm saying? That's just particular people's way of living that they choose to. Hey, what time is it?
About 1:59, almost 2 o'clock.
Oh, okay, that's it. But yeah, it's just a way of life. So the way I see it is, don't say my grandma ain't your grandma, right?
Right.
But my grandma is my ancestor. That'll make her your ancestor, right?
She
Right.
could be.
Okay. So then there's Jesus, there's Buddha, there's Thoth, there's I forgot the name, but the Hindu goddess, and there's Ifa, then like about the whatever. Every fucking religion got a person and all that shit, right? But Why do I have? We can all give information to each other that can be good information to use. Why do I have to only follow one when technically the way that I've been taught right now within spirituality is, nigga, this may not be my ancestor. And even with my own ancestors, not every ancestor has your best interest at heart.
Yep. Hello.
So big.
Keep going, Erica.
Oh, well, but because not all of my ancestors have my best interests at heart, I don't honor them all. I don't put them all in my business. You feel me? And it's the same thing when it comes to religion. When it comes to talking about Jesus ain't he probably not my ancestor. I don't have to believe in him. I don't have to listen to him or nothing. I'm gonna listen to my granddaddy. You feel me? I'm gonna go talk to him. That's the way that I look at shit, basically. Hold up.
On the phone with Gail. I gotta go see my uncle in the hospital getting surgery for cancer.
Oh man.
Okay, let me call
Tell
him.
Gail I said hi.
Erica said hi. She said hello. Okay.
Your uncle in Vegas?
I'm in Vegas.
I know he in Vegas.
Yeah, he in Vegas too. He moved out here when
Okay.
at Sacramento. He came out here too.
But basically, DC, what I was saying was, all right, yeah, I know who Jesus is and all that stuff, but his family just bigger than my family was by the time I got to planet Earth. You feel me? He not my ancestor though. He their ancestor. You feel me? That's why he looks the way he looks
Well, that's
and all the shit that come behind it.
the picture that they have of Jesus. That was
No, let me just that. Hey, let me
Leonardo da
finish.
Vinci's boyfriend. So that wasn't that's some Spanish dude. That's a Spaniard.
Hey,
That's
check
not
this
the
out. I don't even care.
facts.
The reason I'm saying that is because I don't give a damn who he is. Because at the end of the day, he just might not be related to me. I
Facts.
don't
Facts.
resonate with
He
them.
said he
I
might not
don't.
be my people. And I'm
Yes,
with
all I'm
my
saying.
people. I hear you.
Right.
I hear you.
He like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I went to
Well, we
church
know
and all
for a
that stuff.
fact.
It's like a stepdaddy. You feel me? It's my stepdad. I'm cool with his people. I'm cool with all my stepdad people and all that. You feel me? But they not my daddy side. They're not my dad people's. That you feel me? I act like my dad family.
Well,
So
this
it
is
doesn't
the
matter
thing.
how much my mama forced me on my stepdaddy. That ain't my motherfucking dad. You know what I'm saying?
Was
And his family ain't
Jerusalem?
my family.
Do you consider Jerusalem and Israel, and Egypt a part of Africa?
Yeah.
So that
I,
means
I consider
that mean that Jesus was what?
hey, you just said that you just said that they came down here and it was different races everywhere and all
So,
that stuff.
but
So
look,
I don't know.
Wait, let me break it down. When he disappeared for those 30 years, who do you think he was studying? He studied thought.
Hey, I listen, that's the thing. I'm not thinking about that, who he was studying. What I'm thinking about is how can this help me today? You feel me?
Facts.
Finding the controversy in the small things don't help.
No.
Now, what does help is knowing that in each of these different practices, everybody got a part where it helps you, and some have some shit that don't.
Right.
You know, something resonates, some don't resonate, and everybody is teaching the same thing: how to reach a higher consciousness and to love, like Jesus. They teach spiritual things like magic, because Jesus did too. That's how he healed the 500. The 5,000 with the 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread or whatever. That is how it happened via magic. You know what I'm saying? When he talked about what he practiced and what he preached, he taught about love. He preached love, and that is the same thing as Buddha and the same thing as Shakespeare. I forgot her name. I don't know why I can't get this name right now. But it's the same thing. So when I start saying like, "Oh, do it resonate with me?" Okay, well, if Jesus, some of this shit ain't resonating with me. I ain't saying that everybody in the Bible wasn't related to me. I'm just saying this motherfucker, this person or that person probably ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, if Jesus is nothing but an ancestor that is teaching us shit and how to live before we die or whatever, my great grandmother is my ancestor who was teaching me the same shit. My mama, when she died, she'll be an ancestor that was trying to teach me how to live, how to love, how to survive, how to make it, how to be happy, all these things. Same shit Jesus taught. You get what I'm saying? All of it is the same. And at the end of the day, it's just some people are put on a pedestal, and some people did reach more people than others. Some people elevated in different ways. Some people was able to prove certain shit that other people couldn't prove, and that's why they made it into the books. But at the end of the day, if it ain't like I said before, even some of my own ancestors didn't have my best interest at heart while they were living, and some of them didn't even know me because they was dead already and don't have my best interest at heart still. And then there are the ones that do. When you are doing spiritual practices and you want to give honor and thanks, and then you want to ask for something, or you need advice or anything, you ask for it from your ancestors with your best interest at heart.
Right.
Meaning, I'm not gonna go
Even
talk
it
to my
said
cousin,
the
even though this
Bible.
is my cousin. My cousin tried to kill me on planet Earth right here when they was alive. Why the fuck am I gonna call on them to help fight for me
This is the
when they
thing.
dead?
In the Bible, it said, "I made you in my image." So if He made you in His image, then you're God yourself, and you have a consciousness. You know when you're doing something wrong or right, just like I do. Especially when you know.
I mean, you have the ability to do everything that I can do because you were
Right.
made
So
just
you
like
have the
me.
ability to make the right decisions in life, or you got the ability to make the wrong decisions in life. You got
Yeah,
the ability to be a generous, good person, or you got the ability to be devilish and be the other way. Like it's
now
all a choice, really.
imagine this: a
And some
schizophrenic person,
so they need religion.
people who so-called hear voices, right? Imagine this. Now, have you ever had a moment where you was doing something, and then, or you was like thinking about something, or you needed help with something, and all of a sudden, just a voice pop up? Is your voice though in your head and say, "Just do this." Or, for example, when I had my last car accident, I was in this car accident. I'm driving. I hit the person from behind, but right before I hit them, in a few seconds, which gave me enough time to slow down before I had the impact. Because if I wouldn't have, I would have hit them. I would have died for sure. You feel me? But I heard something that was in my voice say, "Look up." You feel me? And I looked up and I seen that I was approaching this car, and I
Well,
pushed my brake. You feel me? Now, imagine a schizophrenic person hearing these different voices in their head, and it's actually spirits. It's actually, they're really hearing this shit, whether it's good or bad, because both exist. You feel
right.
me? So now, then we have in spirituality practices, people that set up altars and everything, and they say they get messages. Me, I personally can get a text message from the universe at any moment. You feel me? Where, for example, now, because it's coming through, but it's not coming through as fluidly as it normally would, because I'm consciously aware of what I'm saying. But sometimes it comes out where I know this is not even me talking. You feel me? Okay, so in the spirituality shit, I always had the text message thing, but it has started enhancing when I set my altar up and I set it up properly. I set it up the right way in Vegas. When you came to that house in Vegas, remember my room, how my room was and shit? Okay. In that room is where I can honestly tell you that I had questions for my grandparents and shit because of the different what's it
You
called?
know about that when people play with that kind of stuff and they're not spiritually right and they're still drinking alcohol, smoking weed, or doing other
Has
stuff.
absolutely
It's
nothing to do with
hard
it.
to
That
see
has nothing to
spirit
do with it. Because
to
listen, no,
it
on
to
your altar, if your ancestor did engage in alcohol and things like that, and that is what they like, you are supposed to honor them by giving them alcohol. You put that on that altar. That don't have nothing to do with it.
but
It just has to do with your
when
frequency,
you're
and
under the influence, you're not in your conscious mind.
that's not true. Sometimes that help you tap into the spirit realm better. I was under the influence when I tapped in.
Yeah.
You feel
But
me?
now you're open to you don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. You're not the best coherent person, and you're not in control
But
fully.
but your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are able to accept what's going on. It's only scary because it's the unknown. My first experience was scary. Why? Because I was stepping into the unknown. I didn't when I first My first experience was when I first moved to Vegas and I first had it an altar, and I honestly didn't even do my altar right. I didn't even use real elements. I had a lot of like fake elements, fake plants, a fake candle that lit up like with a light, like you know what I mean? Different elements that wasn't even fake. That created a portal for other energies and entities to come through on. You know what I'm saying? So when I got it right, because it takes practice, it takes fucking up, it takes being scared, it takes overcoming fear, it takes all of that to raise your frequencies and your vibrations because you're going through different dimensions as you raise these frequencies. You feel me? So now I'm tapping into something I ain't never seen before. I'm gonna be afraid. Period. Now,
Yeah,
once you tap into it and you face it and you educate yourself on it, you learn it, you deal with it, then you're no longer going to be afraid because you recognize it now. It's just like going to a new school as a kid and you go into the classroom and you don't know nobody. But once you get used
that's
to going here
self
and you meet
soul
people,
search.
you know. Yeah.
I think, see, I'm going through a spiritual journey, but I don't deal with any altars or anything like that. What I do is I listen to frequency music, I meditate, and I might take some mushrooms, and that's
And
probably
you're
the
limiting yourself.
not
You're
limiting.
limiting, you're limiting your
I feel
ability
great.
to tap into the
Look,
spirit
what works for
realm.
you might not work for me.
No, it might not. But I'm just saying, on this journey, when you say spiritual practices, you
No,
are going into the
I'm just being
spiritual.
spiritual. I'm not practicing none of that shit because I don't trust it. I'm doing my research
I'm
more
gonna
and
tell you how you
more
trust it,
and
though, Dante.
more and more.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Just hear me.
Just
This
be
how you
like,
trust it. This how you trust it. I didn't either. Like I said, you was there on times when I had some fucked up ass experiences. So you can't say you don't believe in it because you witnessed certain things take place. You feel me? That's kind of unexplainable, but just it is explainable too, though. You feel me? In those times, I was uneducated on shit before I even utilized certain things. I still had
I watch
inside of
her
me.
do it. I watch my
It was
sister
into no,
do it.
look, look, look.
I watch
Internally,
my
when I
homeboys
had
do
that
it. It works
dragon
for
blood
me.
spray that time, look, when I had that dragon's blood spray that time and I was spraying in my car and all that, remember, and next, I fucked up my car. Da, da, da. And remember, okay, you gotta understand, subconsciously, in the back of my mind, I was already thinking like, what if this ain't right? What if
Right.
this don't work? What if something fuck up? I was thinking that more than I was
You were
thinking,
being
what if
negative.
this work?
You weren't
What if
positive
this do
about it.
go right? What if this do help? I was thinking more of what if it don't than I was what if it do. So I manifested that because I opened up a gateway by using spiritual tools alone, and everything starts with thought first. You feel me? It starts
It
here.
starts with
So
thought,
boom.
diet. Diet is a big thing with spirituality. I've been fasting a lot, so I'm not over here overindulging in food. I have to start eating a little more healthier, but I'm only eating once a day. And I lost 40 pounds. And mentally and physically, I feel a lot better. And I think a lot of people think that just spirituality is just about learning or deities. No, it's about you. So if you're not focusing on you and correcting yourself before you even try to enter that shit, it's not gonna go right because you're not spiritually right yourself. You still indulging in you still playing with the devil. So how you gonna go into being positive, but you still playing in the devil's playground? That can never
Because
happen.
the devil, the thing about it is,
And what I mean by the
the
devil is
devil, the
still doing
devil is
negative
your,
shit.
yeah, but it depends on what negative shit is. Because a person
Make
can
this common
utilize,
sense.
listen to me, Dante,
Common
Dante. Don't,
sense.
no, it's not, because everything that, just like you said, what worked for you may not work for the next person. Okay, so this motherfucker can smoke crack, and that shit can help them be a better fucking
Man,
person.
I
It
ain't
can help
never
them
been a person
just,
that smoked
you
crack.
can't judge. But now you're being worldly. You're not being spiritual now. You judging now because you might can use weed, and weed might help you tap in and shit. But that shit might make them paranoid and
A million
scared and drive
ways.
them crazy. You feel me? So it's different strokes for different folks when it comes into tapping that. You can't say what's good and bad for nobody because my spirit
No, no.
may need more of something than yours do. You get what I
I
mean? My
think
spirit may need more
all
alcohol.
think as kids we lose our purities and we go through all the trauma and bullshit. So then we look for ways to cover it up, and then usually that's alcohol, drugs, marijuana, cigarettes. It's because you're stressed. It's not
Honestly,
because
our
you're spiritually.
ancestors, when they did spiritual practices, they utilized alcohol, they utilized marijuana, they utilized mushrooms,
And
they
it's a
utilized
big
coca plants.
it's a big
They,
difference between doing it to gain spirituality and knowledge than it's doing it on a regular fucking basis every single
but
day.
some people have that breakthrough from doing it on an everyday basis. Some people have that breakthrough from that moment. You get what
I,
I mean?
I,
Like it's like, so at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it isn't about what nobody else think is good for nobody. It's only about what that person know is good for them. That's why when you setting up your
it's really
ancestor
about
altar,
being
I
respect.
got my great grandmothers, like my great grandmother, and my step grandmother. I have to keep them on separate altars from my dad and and one of my aunties too. But I have to keep them separate from other ancestors that I have because these ancestors smoked and these didn't. You feel me? That don't mean they wrong because they smoke. No, that means that's what they enjoyed. That's what suits them
It's
and their soul, their being.
so wrong if you die from lung cancer. Then it's like, well, you killed yourself.
That's bullshit because my great grandmother died from lung cancer and she never picked a cigarette up in her life
That's the food. Most of
or
the
nothing. It was
most
the
disease,
air. It was the air quality. It was the air
most
pollution.
diseases, all diseases come from mucus. Mucus is the cause of all diseases.
Yeah. Uh huh. And the air quality caused mucus in her lungs.
The air quality in the diet will cause mucus. Mucus comes from meat. Um. What else?
Dairy
Dairy and starch are the worst things you can put in your body. That's macaroni,
and
rice,
infection
all those fake. Those are not
and
even
infection
real. Yeah, they're not
and
even.
infection.
Real,
Pus.
not even real
Pus
food.
is mucus. Pus
So
is
when we
mucus.
were in
So
Africa, before we, if we ever were in Africa, because some of us was already here, and they finding all these pyramids in the Grand Canyon, so most of us was here already, because it's a current that goes from Africa to America. You just get on a boat and it'll bring you here. But when we were there, we had fruits, nuts, berries, spices. We didn't have chickens, cows running around because those were man-made animals, man-made things that were here in America. So we
they're not man-made animals.
a chicken is man-made. A cow is man-made. You can't reproduce them. Two cows can't
What
have
do you mean?
a cow
Two
and
cows do
a
have
cow
babies.
bull can have a baby.
A cow and a cow can have a baby too. That's what a red, the red
Be able to reproduce.
horn or whatever.
That's just like if a donkey and a mule have a horse and a mule have a donkey. The donkey can't reproduce because the genetics wasn't right. It's like a cat and a dog, a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's just not genetically right. If you do
Two
your
cows can't reproduce. Dante, you
do your
said two
research.
cows can't
Sounds
reproduce.
stupid. Here, let me do it because I know
That's a
Google
cow and a
smarter than me
cow.
and
Why they
you.
can't
Let me
reproduce?
Google it. Hold on. Let me Google it. I don't want nobody looking at me crazy. But a cow is a man-made animal. First,
Oh my
according
god.
to
A cow is a man-made animal, huh?
there's no hominids of a cow in the last hundred years. I mean, the last 5,000 years. It's a new hominid. That was a bull, no cow. So
Okay, and then they say the same thing about a fucking dinosaur. But then, do they still say dinosaurs exist and that they can reproduce and they're real human? I mean, real animals? Yeah.
produce. See, a lot of it is confusing because this is my thing. Okay, if there was dinosaurs here and it was before Christ, who was the hominids that was here? Was Dolph here with dinosaurs, or is that why they had the Great Flood? Like a lot of it is confusing, but one thing is for sure.
It's really not, because when you really think about it, all it is evolution.
Yeah, it's definitely
That's
evolution.
what it is. Like at one point in time, the Earth and the way the air was and the way the atmosphere was or whatever, then the beings that were here were more reptilish, and then they elevated and they turned more fucking, I don't know, fishy. I don't fucking know, but I'm just saying like
Look,
it's
if
elevate,
we
it's
stayed in
evolution
water,
still.
if you stayed in water for a year, do you think your skin and everything would be the same as it is now? No, it would change. Uh,
Exactly.
if you were underground in for a long period of time, your skin complexion would change, your eyes, everything would change. So yeah,
Right. Your body adapts to the environment and it learns how to be able to survive. Like, how
facts.
to adjust, how to adapt.
Yep. So that's a fact. We definitely touched some subjects today. We about 73 minutes in. I'm about to get ready and roll me up something good. We got to tap in and do this again. We had a lot of people in here. Got a lot of good comments. Definitely could sit and go back and forth with you about this shit all day.
I know, right?
This is all I
And
watch
I mean,
all
I
day.
mean, I have like videos teaching people about African spirituality and about uh how to set up their ancestor altar, about the different experiences that you go through within spirituality, and that's it, just to let you know. You feel me? When it happens, you can't stop it. Maybe like, you know what I'm saying? You can say you only listening to music, da, 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 da. But when you start having these weird dreams that feel real, and it's like you're astral projecting because you're having outer body experiences or you're lucid dreaming because the shit is just actually happening and you're controlling your dreams and things, those are spiritual experiences that you're gonna have. When you start having these different ideas pop up in your brain or you find out answers to shit you've been wondering and you don't know how you know, but you know, those are spiritual experiences that you're having, getting messages from other beings, other deities, ancestors, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So like when you have like I was going to tell you earlier, like when I had my altar and everything, and I had my first experience, it was questions that I had that I wanted to be answered about my family. That when the messages came through, even though it was in my voice, I knew what spirit it came from. I knew it was from my grandmother. I knew because the questions and the answers, nobody else could give them to me, but I knew I was right. And I tested it by going back asking other people in my family that's still living about certain shit and giving them information that I received from her and them telling me like, damn, how you know this? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that, you wasn't even born. You
Well,
know, shit like that.
my aunt, my grandmother, she know how to draw. My uncle, he know how to draw. My dad, he did music and he know how to draw. But my grandpa, he did construction, so that's all kind of creativity. But probably the only real creative in my really does it. You know what I'm saying? That really pursues it, really do it, really been doing it for years.
Yeah, because you probably the one called to break generational curses, generational blockages. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Like it's not always a generational curse. It could just be blockages. It could just be fear. You know what I mean? Like I learned that my ancestors, my uncles and stuff, who were all damn near signed to Motown, could sing they asses off and shit. Like they felt because of fear of success. You know what I'm saying? Fear of the unknown, fear of what was gonna happen when they make it, who they gonna miss, da 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 da. Same shit like as for me, fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? But they didn't have the access to computers and the information we have access to be able to do the research to find out shit on our own, to unlearn and relearn things so that we can make this shit a better thing, a better situation. You know what I mean? Better life. Like you know. Um, but yeah, though. But
Everything for everybody, and I don't question anything anymore because a lot of the stuff, like you said, with the music industry, then we finding out how that works and just knowing yourself. Like if I had $1 million, would it help me or kill me? Because some people get that $1 million, go buy that big boulder of crack rock, like you said, and will smoke that motherfucker until they on the streets again. And then some
yeah.
people will go eat too much food. Some people go buy too much alcohol. So
And some
music
people will find balance to go buy a little bit of all three and
Find
make it a better place. You get what I mean?
that be-
Like, because that's what it's all about, balance. At the end of the day, ain't nothing. If you do too much good, you're doing bad. If you do too much bad, you're doing bad. If you do just
So
enough of both, you
gotta
in
wait.
between.
I'm a
Gotta
Libra.
weigh your scales. You know what I mean? If I fucking, hey, it's the intention behind your purpose of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like if my intentions are pure, I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I could drink all goddamn day if I want to. But
It
if
might
my
not be the most
intention
healthiest thing for me, but
to
I can do
do,
it.
right. You know what I mean? But if I'm not out here drinking to go hurt people and go crazy, if I'm drinking to write and be artistic about what I'm doing, my craft and tapping into my abilities, that's my business and it's working for me and myself. That's all that matters at the end of the fucking day. Because me pleasing anybody else or going for what they feel is going to kill me at the end of the day. Like, and that's why I stay true to me. You got to stay true to you. Stay true to you.
Yep. Shout out to y'all. If you from Palestine, you shouldn't be using the N word. It's a little racist, but you know what? Shout out to y'all. Enjoy y'all religion war. Have fun with that shit.
Nah, I don't like it. Don't do it. It's not even worth it. For
I'm
what?
I got
Like,
to say,
and that's what they doing all
hey,
in this damn
Christian blood.
100 movie. Like,
This my
in
thing.
the
Pray,
one,
pray
in the
for
100
Compton.
shit, that's all they
Look,
doing. Like, they having
pray,
wars.
pray for Chicago. We're not praying for Palestine or
Oh,
Israel.
I need to pray for
I'm praying
Houston
for
too.
Chicago.
I
I'm
need to
praying
call my
for
little
Brazil.
brother. That
I'm
damn
praying for
hurricane,
LA.
that tornado and shit. I need to call out there and check out
We
my little
praying for
brothers in
you
Houston.
right now, baby. Yeah, you from Chicago? Then why the fuck are you missing in Palestine when like 30 kids just got killed? You dummy. Get off my motherfucking YouTube channel. Or I block you.
Hey,
Get the
no
fuck
negative energy.
out
We
your
don't
dumb ass.
do that.
Nigga, you
We're
out
not
here
mad over here. And
get the
let him do
fuck
what he
out of
gotta
my
do. He's probably mad about it. That's why he's on here talking shit because he
how the
needs to
fuck is
express
we
it.
worried about
Let
Palestine?
him
I don't
vent.
even know no Palestinians. First of all, when I go to 7-Eleven, them motherfuckers ain't the nicest people in the world any motherfucking way. And ain't none of them the
I don't even
bravest
know if they're
cops.
Palestinian. I don't even ask what their nationality is. I can care
I don't
less.
give
Like
a fuck.
honestly, whether or not they're cool with me
Russia,
is all that matters. Like you feel
Palestine,
me?
Israel,
He,
none of
hey,
them motherfuckers.
hey, you giving him too much power.
No, no, no. I want them to know because I'm gonna edit this and put it on my YouTube channel so people know how I really feel. Hey, I care about Compton, Watts, LA, Long Beach, South Central. I care about the police killing niggas. I can give
I
a
care
less about
about
what's going
all of
on
mankind.
across the country.
I
I
care
don't.
about all of humanity. I do. I
God,
care about
that's
all
good.
of humanity.
But yeah, that's
I
my.
don't care what
No
race
one
a
worry about
person
your
is.
view.
I care about their personality and if they're cool with me. Like I don't give a fuck
What
about.
I'll
I
do
don't
is
even.
get on
I
my YouTube channel.
personally don't
Don't get
even
on my
fucking
YouTube
watch
channel telling
the
me nothing.
news.
You ain't
I
got
don't
to
watch the
comment
news.
on my YouTube channel. Please unsubscribe from my shit. I got
I
170.
don't watch the news. The news
I don't
is
need
the
to.
blues, and I
I,
don't watch the blues. So I just chill. That's why I can care less about what the fuck that motherfucker talking about, where they from, anything.
I, I let them talk
Hey,
shit.
I
They
go
say
where
what
I
they
go.
talk
I
here.
will go to Palestine. I'll go wherever I want.
Yes,
And I'm gonna
I
be
have
very
nothing
popular
against.
and everybody's gonna love me. That's what
I,
happens every time I do it.
I
So I
want to.
can care less.
I want to go see the pyramids of Giza. I want to go to Göbekli Tepe.
Hey, I was
Yeah,
supposed to go there. I was supposed to go there. I was supposed to go to the 19 Keys fucking Egypt tour event for his birthday. Shout out to 19 Keys. Happy birthday to the season. I love 19 Keys.
shout out
He
to
is
my
very dope. If y'all ain't never checked out him, y'all need to go check 19 Keys out. You would get a
don't
lot of
know
information.
Billy Carson.
Billy
He
Carson and
played
19
this
Keys
game.
operating. Billy
I
Carson
fuck with.
is Billy Carson is the person who put together his birthday party in Egypt. 19
That's
Keys'
uh,
birthday party in Egypt. Okay, Billy Carson is he got hella documentaries or hella high level conversations with 19 Keys. I'm trying to tell you, he is like
I
he's
watch
he's opening doors for a lot of black people. He's
Forbidden
opening up consciousness and he's just really helping heal our world, like in our community, heal our culture. And it's just he's a dope ass person. Him, Billy Carson, Dr. Michael Mitchell, um, freaking Rashad Jamal, they
I'm gonna
all
tell
are
you
dope,
my
you know.
though. Terrence Howard is my new favorite because he's kicking
Terrence
down.
Howard too.
He
He is
kicked doors.
absolutely.
And all
Look, let me tell you, look. And then Terrence Howard was talking about the color yellow and how the letter represents the letter E, which is me, and my favorite color is yellow, and how that frequency represented love. And he went to the keys of the keyword. And he just broke that shit down to science.
he
And
was
baby, it
talking
was like,
about
oh
how
my God, that's why my name is Erica.
he was talking about the flower of life,
No, he wasn't at that time. He was
flower of
talking
life.
about something else.
And when he broke them down, he was saying that if you took the math from that flower, you could create a frequency that can heal humanity. And he was breaking down some shit. I was just watching it last night. It was very
Hmm
3 hour interview. I sat there and watched it twice. My job
I
is to sit here and gain knowledge, watch podcasts, because I own one. So I gotta have you feel me. I gotta be kind of well rounded. So
Somebody said get a job, right? I said I got a job
I
right
own
now.
my.
Honestly, my job,
I'm a
my
big.
motherfucking no, my job that I have,
I work for me.
my job is to pay my bills. That is the job.
My job
Only-
is to
That's the only
contribute
job.
to movies, pod.
Everything else that I do is passion. You
Right.
feel me? My job is paying my bills. That's the only thing I gotta follow rules behind to do. You know what I mean? And shit and all that. That's it. That's the job. That's the only slavery is paying my fucking bills. That's the slavery.
Yeah.
Okay. The
We got.
job is that.
So
Everything else is the passion. This is all what it's supposed to be. You feel me? Now, don't get it twisted. Like motherfuckers been working since 14 years old. You know what I mean? Hey, y'all don't understand. This shit is real. Like really real. A person can get up on this motherfucker and be acting all happy and jolly and golly and all that. And sometimes people just get on here to talk just because they don't got nobody else to talk to because they got they goddamn job all day, which is being a parent,
that's why
going to
they
the
are.
gym, going to fuck to work, like all this stupid ass shit. Hey, I'm on my job though right now, talking to you and making you mad. I'm just saying though, for real, like real shit. Like
Hey, look,
you can't really
I
tell,
want to
like
announce
nigga,
something.
I'm not outside. I'm not killing
JKLO.
nobody. I'm not shooting nobody. I'm not cussing nobody out. I'm not fucking nobody baby daddy or nobody husband. I'm not taking a dough, nigga. I'm sitting here having a casual conversation with a friend. It shouldn't bother nobody. You know what
So
I'm saying? Because you could tap
JKLO,
out just like you tapped in. Simple as that.
easy. So JKLOL, all I'm saying is none about religion, just numbers. 1,000 to 36K. Okay, so I just did like 100K this week. Not on this one video because this is just a live. But I get what you're saying. Why do my numbers and my pockets matter to you? Because I'm not gonna give you shit. So you want me to get all those numbers so I can get those big YouTube checks so I can floss on you is what you're trying to say? Because I'm not donating you a dime. So when my numbers do hit you, you make sure to come back and watch,
It's
and
just
then
boredom.
watch me
Like
be
people
miserable.
just like you gotta understand. It's just like what we were talking about. The music that's put out, the energy that's put out. You know what I'm saying? If the music and the energy that was put out from the music was on a higher vibration, people's conversation would be on a higher vibration too. They
But it's
wouldn't want to
they,
attack.
they
You feel me?
listen
But
to
all they listen to is a motherfucker attacking all day or fucking all day. That's all the hell we hear. So we don't have shit to conversate about. We don't know what else to talk about. It takes for a person to keep tapping into shit like this and at certain points and certain things that's gonna kind of register in their mind, and they know they ain't gonna catch themselves saying it, or you know what I'm saying. And then they're gonna do their own research and they're gonna raise their vibration. That's all that we're here to focus on is raising our and others' vibrations. Whether we are stating facts or not, correct me if I'm wrong. That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to think I'm the all know it all, miss know it. I'm not miss know it. I don't know shit. I don't know nothing. Just like with the police, I don't know nothing. I ain't see it. I didn't do it. I don't hear it. None of that. Like
that's why
I just
I got
do
two
me.
in one mouth is so you can listen, and that's what y'all supposed
Yeah.
to comment. But trying to get attention by being negative. If I mean, is that what you had to do to your mom or your girlfriend when you was a kid? Maybe you got some type of childhood trauma going on. That was the only way you were seen when you was a kid in school. That's okay with me. But for you to be this grown on my YouTube channel, commenting nonsense, kind of says a lot about
I ain't gonna lie, I'll be the one. I love arguing and debating and stuff. I was on a debate team in high school. You know, I used to want to be a little attorney or lawyer just so I can go to the courtroom and argue for somebody. You know what I
you.
mean? But as
Mine is
I
just
got older, like, now that I'm older, I'm
no,
glad I did not pick that as my career option because I don't feel like fucking arguing with nobody. Like, I
I'm
don't
too
got that kind of time.
I ain't got
Honestly, I'm too busy trying to I'm working on getting my figure right without surgery. You feel me? I'm trying to get ass with
I'm
no BBL. I am trying to get a flat tummy with no tummy tuck. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to lift these breasts with no breast lift. I don't really, and I gotta figure out how the fuck to do it too. And then I gotta master doing it correctly. So I don't have time to argue with nobody unless they gonna argue with me about doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're on my helmet because I'm doing it wrong, I don't want to know. I just don't.
anybody that sent cash apps, I appreciate the cash apps. It's definitely a blessing. I appreciate it highly. All the people that were positive, who supports, who sent anything, thank you. Everybody who just sat here and
Hey,
appreciate
I'm
y'all too.
sorry. My
Go ahead.
bad. My bad.
Go ahead.
Hey, hey. I think I want to do another video. I want to do another live. I need to start mine too, but I want to do one. I want to talk about this narcissistic ass nigga. You feel me? I do. I just want to talk. I want to tell this story about this narcissist that I dealt with. That's super narcissistic. Though it's
You know, one
ridiculous.
thing you don't do is
Hey, but look, let me tell you something funny though. So look, it's this old guy. It's this old guy that's kind of
Hey,
off, and I know. So I don't really like, I be cool with him because he's like old and he's slow a little bit. You can tell, and I be trying to be nice to him, but he try to flirt and shit. So the motherfucker gonna call me this morning, man. He pissed me off. He called me and said, "Hey, I was calling you. I wanted to know, can you do me a favor? Can you do me a favor?" I said, "What's this favor? What?" He said, I accidentally I deleted our text messages. So can you text me? I said, for what? He said, because I deleted the text messages. I said, but you just fucking called me. He like, oh, because I could copy it and then text you, huh? I said, yes. And then he texted me, good morning. And it just pissed me off so bad
My
because
senses and
don't
con.
play with me. Like he talking about, can you text me? Like, can you text me? Because I deleted our text messages. What the fuck does that have to do with it? Why?
Look,
Why
I'm
you
damn
text
near
me?
about to go out the country to find me a girl. I probably go to the Philippines or I'm thinking about Dominican Republic, something like that. I just need a normal, submissive woman.
This
I
motherfucker
don't
talking about he just need a normal. He gonna
American.
go all the way out there and they ain't gonna know him. He gonna know them. He gonna know nothing about their culture or nothing. It's gonna be so
I'm gonna figure it
abnormal.
out. We gonna figure
It's
this
gonna
shit.
be so abnormal. It's gonna be off. Like it's gonna fuck you up. That's
Yo,
crazy.
visito español. I
Mm.
don't know Philippine, but I'm gonna learn it.
See, like the
I'm going out
narcissist.
the country.
Ooh, wait
Don't
till
ruin these
wait till
women.
we go into that. This motherfucker, he is a psychopath. Like he remind me of a Lifetime movie. I swear to God, he remind me of a life. He be fucking flashing and shit because of himself. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, he's this is a cold ass story. But the thing about it is that's beautiful is the fact that I've dealt with a narcissist before. I've dealt with plenty of them. Didn't know it, but I did. And then I've just been in toxic ass relationships before. And so watching this one play out and not contributing to the cause was like
A slap in
it
the
was
face.
like nah, the shit was just amazing. To actually watch a narcissist be a narcissist without being affected by their narcissism and like really kind of just like letting it play out and them play themselves, it was an actual dope experience. Like, and then knowing what's going to happen, like knowing how you're going to react, knowing what you're going to say, it was really cool. It actually was pretty fucking cool. Like, oh yeah, oh okay, so and now I know how to manipulate the situation. You know what I'm saying with your narcissistic ass. You feel me? So now tables, it's just crazy. Like I want to tell you the whole story, but and then mind you, it's a person that is not black. I was dating out of my race. He was Ethiop, I mean Salvadorian and white, and
That's where you messed up at right there. I'm just joking.
baby, like not really, because I mean that wasn't the problem. The problem, I think he's a stalker. I think this motherfucker just rolled past my house right now too. I swear to God, I think that was just him. I know that was his wife, but he's a fucking stalker. He's fucking crazy though. Like you know what I'm saying? The nigga done told me to fucking do me.
You gotta
Like,
manifest and not attract those. I've just been asking to
let me
manifest.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. I hit this fool with the coldest bar ever because he done did a couple of little things, you feel me, or whatever, whatever. So he hit me with a little fake ass picture of some money, like, yeah, my buddy needed an attorney and I made it happen. So he paid you. I don't understand. Why you got the money? That don't make sense. You know an attorney, you introduced him to yay, but why are you sending me a picture of money? Okay, good for you. Give me
All right.
two. Let me have two. He didn't answer. Then he gonna hit me and say, I just bought a car to flip because he know I had that car accident and his family got a collision repair shop. So he was supposed to be working on getting my car fixed, but then he started like he can control me because of my car being there and they supposed to be fixing this shit. You know what I mean? Start being weird as fuck, yelling and tripping just like on some weird shit. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So you said that, but it pissed me off because now you're being funny because I'm not dealing with him. I cut him off. You feel me? So he hit me with, I
This is
just bought
why
a car to flip. I'm like, hey, check it out, bro. I don't got no more time or energy to fucking waste playing with you. I damn near missed my blessing by sitting here chasing after you and rejecting other motherfuckers that's coming after me, pursuing me. And then boom, boom, the moment I start gassing the whole god with a bomb ass body nigga finding the motherfucking nigga what? Nigga, nigga. So shut up, bitch. Like I get the fuck up out of here. Like that's how I feel because why are you hitting me with this childish shit in your 47, sir? You got
age
10,
doesn't
12 years on me.
define maturity.
No, it doesn't because he don't have no kids either. You feel me? And that
Definitely
shit is
doesn't.
real. And man, let me tell you something. It's something about having a child that changes how you mature. You know what I'm saying? Like a person without kids, maturity level stops at a certain point, or they just don't hit certain areas of
Do
maturity.
you
Like,
think people without kids don't know how to unconditionally love people?
you know what, motherfucker? That's a good ass fucking question.
Because when you have a
And
child,
honest,
you love that motherfucker regardless of how it treats you.
I kind of think that can be the case.
But
But
I'm
they
gonna tell
also play victim a lot and shit because they are the kid. You get what I'm saying?
Just
they're
listen
still the child.
if this makes sense. When God bring you somebody, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be perfect, but y'all gonna see eye to eye, be on the same frequencies. You shouldn't have any issues at all. And this is how I
I
see.
mean, you can have disagreements where y'all not just
But all the time,
like
it's not.
not to like the yeah. That's how you just for me. That's how I know this ain't even gonna even really work.
My thing
You know what
is,
I'm saying? Like
I meet a
when we
lot of.
got to start talking shit to each other to a certain level, like you know what I'm saying. The month he called me a dummy at a point. You know what I'm saying? He told me I was a low life. He told me I was low level. All kind of shit. Last night the nigga hitting me up like I was trying to come. Oh, I might come to your show, but you talking to somebody else that might not be appropriate because I might want to grab you. You don't want to grab this low life, low level ass bitch. Oh man, I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't have said it. Yeah, you should have been sorry when before you said it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Because I
way to
let you play
say
on my
things
top.
to people without trying to. It's a difference between trying to tell somebody the truth and trying to hurt their feelings. So what he was trying to do
Yeah,
is
he was trying to hurt my feelings. He was trying to hurt my
felt
fucking
like
feelings
he
for
had power.
sure.
But you got to
Yeah,
give
but
people that power. You got to
and
give
you know what I
somebody
did when
that
he told
power.
me that when he said that to me when he initially said it, it was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I didn't even argue with him because this how you feel. I got a better way to fight that. Like the better way for me to fight that is I didn't leave angrily. I didn't go and argue with this man or anything. I politely opened up my portal of applications and started accepting new applications and doing interviews all over again. And then as I started doing those interviews all over again, some people got second interviews. And then eventually it got to the point where it was like, you know what? I ain't hired nobody yet, but I can still fire you because I can get the job done in the meantime, in between time until I find something else. Because I'm not going to keep wasting time. Because I'm wasting time dealing with somebody that's trying to internally break me down. Because he wouldn't get physical, of course. He's not going to get physical with me. But when it came to that mental, emotional, verbal ass abuse, he was a master of it. You know what I'm saying? This mug, he would literally like, okay,
Hey,
I had
I've
an
been on
interview
both
coming.
sides of it. I know exactly what you mean. I've been the abuser and I've been the one being abused, the victim. So I
Right,
understand.
this nigga at my house for my son on my son's birthday and leaves before we say happy birthday, and then came back and then start eating the cake. I had the cake. He didn't cut a slice.
Did he bring a
He
gift?
started eating the cake out of the fucking cake. No, he
My
did not.
standards for who I deal with at this point in time in my life that I love myself and know my worth is kind of high, and
But
that
look, that's the
I'm gonna
trip part.
be alone for
That
a while.
and that's exactly why he didn't get the reaction that he could have gotten out of me a long time ago. The reaction that he ended up getting out of me is none. No reaction. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't argue. I showed no indication of being upset in any fucking way at all. He wouldn't. He never saw it coming. He never saw it coming because he the whole time he want to argue. I didn't argue back with him. I told him he was right. But old me would have popped off, tripped out, flip flop, whoop whoop, da da da. I didn't have time to do that because I was that serious. I was so serious that before I even allow myself to do that, I'm gonna do this the most easiest, smoothest, calmest, quickest way possible, which was I let him cut himself off. I let him be mad and argue and think he was doing something hurting me, thinking he was making me feel bad, thinking he was making me think I did something, and all of that shit. You feel me? And then when it hit the fan and he thought we was about to argue about it, I was like, "Hey, I'm already fucking with somebody else. I don't want to be. I'm not doing this with you." You know what I'm saying? And I fucked the nigga head up because now it was like now that's why he said last night he like, oh, so you just in love one day, out of love the next. I said that's the beauty of love, being in love. You can choose when to be in love and you can choose when to fall out of love. I ain't no love lost. I got mad love for you still, bro. No love lost. But I'm not in love with you at all. You feel me? That's absolutely out of here. Why would I be in love with a motherfucker who clearly ain't in love with me? And then now you mad. Like now you feel some type of kill yourself.
That's
I
a hard
mean,
thing
not
because as soon as you start liking somebody, they start acting just like that. They switch the fuck.
I'm like, checking in and da-da-da. And I didn't call him for like 5 hours, and his feelings was just so hurt. He's so mad, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. Because when I do, then it's like I'm bothering the person or something. Like they mad now, it's just a problem. And then when I don't, and then it's like, oh no. But he mentioned something like he's like, I'm not a modern dater. I'm a traditional dater. And I'm like, well, explain what that means. Because I just wanted to hear it. You know what I mean?
Let me
So
hear.
I guess I'm a traditional dater. I'm not into the whole like you can't date me and date other people. All right.
No, I don't want to be
You can't
cheated,
date,
lied to.
you know what I'm saying? You can't date me. Hold on. I need a moment. I need a moment before I tap into that. Your nephew is on his way. And him here. Him here.
Who
Shout out to
nephew?
Eli.
Oh, the
Eli.
baby.
Mm-hmm.
The baby. Well, he ain't no baby no more. How old is he now? 9?
Hi. Girl, he's 7.
That
And
bad.
he's a girl. Wait, let me turn it so he get off because
Hold on, give me a second. I use the bathroom. Bathroom.
I'm hungry. I'm about to go to this taco truck soon.
First, we're gonna get some weed or what?
Hello. Hey, son. Hi. Yes. How was school today? No. You left your yo-yo? Okay, you want mommy to get you a yo-yo? Okay, you don't gotta be that bad. He always got a problem, huh? Dad, slow down. Wait. Here.
Hey, you got a plunger?
There goes Eli, huh? Slow down. Take your time.
Huh?
You said what?
No, I was talking to my boy. Look at
Like,
Eli. Look at
yeah.
Elijah.
Surprised he
Oh,
ain't running. I'm glad he ain't running because if he run, he gonna fall because his shoe ain't tied.
oh yeah. He got a
So
tire shoe.
don't run,
He looked
Eli.
down too. He like, oh shit.
Don't run. It's okay that it's not tied. You don't gotta like focus on that. You got it. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Look at him walking.
Take your time. Don't start running. You always want to run. Just walk. You want to run everywhere, every day.
Oh. Oh.
Why? Why we gotta take forever to get in the house? Cause you gotta jump and you gotta play. I just want to go in.
He is enjoying himself. He said, we're gonna have a little fun before we go up in here.
Go. Got it. Uncle Cato came over today. Uncle Cato came over today. His girlfriend sleeps in her room. Not my room. Get out of my room.
I like your place, Ian. It's nice.
Thank you. I got a lot to do to it. So let me show you what I did. Oh my God. I did this myself. I bought this clock from the thrift store
Uh-huh.
and I put the rhinestones inside.
Oh. That
And I
looks so
did the paint the yellow paint on it.
I
And
see
then
you
I got
put
this.
designing furniture. Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
I got the
table.
chair too. The chair, no, it's the chair. It was black. I did it yellow. I got another one too. I started putting rhinestones on the other one, but I ran out of them. And then hold on, I gotta show you my fox though. My fox though. This is my little baby right here. I ain't gonna lie, this little thing right here, she's sexy. I love it. I did the
You did
rhinestones on
that
it.
too?
I did it too. It was off. It was just look. I still gotta fix it. It was only pink underneath. I didn't even realize that. It was all pink. I mean, and I made it yellow. Put the little eyes in it, the nose, the little necklace. Well, I gotta shoot some yellow under there
That is nice.
though. And I did it
We gotta
myself.
sell it for- We're gonna have to put together some furniture and sell it.
This go Oshun. This is Oshun, the goddess of sweet water, fertility, love, honey, uh, um, compassion,
Oh,
sensuality. Because There's also the Hindu goddess, the one with the unicorn. I mean, the acorn on her head. I forgot her name, but she's also the goddess of love. But she's the goddess of love, fertility, sexuality, not sensuality. Um, passion, not compassion. You get the difference?
Yep.
Sexuality, sensuality, compassion, passion. These are different. Lust and love are the two differences. You know what I mean? One is more lustful, one is more loving. And so, yeah. And then, oh, you boo booing my bad. I'm sorry.
We on YouTube. We didn't see though. Thank God. I
No,
don't.
sorry.
You about to get us banned? We gonna get
Damn, you
we
feel
gonna get that
me?
off. They got kids in there taking shits and shit. Oh man, my bad.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Oh my God.
I think I want pizza for dinner, honestly. But then
I'm
I
getting,
said I wanted to go to the taco truck.
getting
But yeah,
taco.
so what you got? Let me see. Let me see.
Taco. It don't look good no more. I've been picking all through it. Tacos,
What is it? From where? What kind of meat is that?
chicken,
Why is it pink?
huh?
Why is red? Huh?
Uh, cooked it in.
You want your phone? I know you want your phone. What? Your what? Oh, your remote. It's in the living room. Yo, the TV in the living room working. Here.
That little chicken taco look, man, that was good.
Eli, you want a chili cheese dog for dinner? You want a chili cheese dog? What you want to eat? Huh? All he ever eat is pizza.
He loves pizza.
That's he been eating pizza every day since he was like 3. He's 7.
Damn, you gotta start.
Every blue moon he'll eat something else. I'll cook it. I'll give it to him. He'll eat it and still be like, okay, can I have some pizza now?
You gotta start trying to make it a little more healthier, like flatbread pizza, and like not put meat on it. Try to alternative.
He don't eat
It's
meat.
very greasy.
DT. Eli never ate meat like that. He just barely started eating a little bit of meat, like
That's
the
good.
chili cheese dog, and that's because of Sonic. So that's why he eats chili cheese dogs. Okay, he don't really eat meat though.
That's great. He's gonna always be a little more healthier than us because this meat, as much as I love it, I gotta let it go. I'm finna let it go soon. My boy bought me tacos, otherwise I wouldn't even be eating right now.
Except for you,
I
I ain't giving him
I,
no meat.
I
I don't.
started.
I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, but I love vegetables and shit. But I'm not giving up meat.
That's
I
what I'm
eat meat.
with it. Straight vegetables and seafood.
What? Maybe some Carmex on my loose try. All right.
I've been eating so much meat from cooking. You know, I love to barbecue and cook all the damn time, being a family man and getting fat and shit. I'm just like done with it.
All right. Look. What's this? Watch this. All right.
Mm.
All right. Look. I'm about to show you my outfits for the show.
Okay. When is it? You said on the 25th this Saturday, huh?
Mhm.
I'll be out there probably next month. I'm gonna come out there next month. I'm got a lot of shit going on right now. When I was down
Okay.
here, I was calling you. I had a ride. I'm like, you want me to come? You want me to come? I was gonna leave from there and come here. Once I
Should I wear this Tech 9 with my high tops,
ah, them is
or
fly.
should I wear? Or should I wear? Hold on. No, 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 no. Wait. I gotta do it over. I gotta do it over. Hold on. Cause it's backward. It's backwards. I gotta do it over. Hold on. You ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
Should I wear this Tech 9 with my high tops, or should I wear the Susie with my low tops?
I'm
Even though
going.
them high tops
I
too.
like the low tops. I don't know about the high tops.
What you mean? Hey,
Uh,
hoochie mama, hoochie mama.
hey, Celia Simmons, how you doing?
These Daisy Dukes. These Daisy Dukes.
You trying to?
Remember
Okay,
Daisy Dukes?
I
Look at
see
them
what you.
girls with Daisy Dukes on. I want you to look at them girls with Daisy Dukes on. Everybody. Now, Bart, though, he popping, huh?
I love Bart.
But wait, hold up on Bart, though. Hold on, Bart.
Shout out, Baby
Let me
Snap. Is this Baby Snaps that hangs out with Crip Mac? Tell Shorty to show her as we don't care about the clothes.
look.
Oh, they want to see you. They want to
Or
look at
show
you.
my what?
They want to see your face. They like, I don't care about the clothes. Let me see her fine self.
Should I
Jordan,
wear the knit Nickelodeon?
some dumbass gonna say, Nate gonna say, the Jordans look good for pegging this guy.
Well, call me a
Some of
pagan
y'all
as
is be
God
funny.
then.
These
Hey, call me
motherfuckers.
a pagan as God.
Hey Dawson, how you doing? Shout out to Dawson.
I freak with Jordans.
Oh, Baby Snaps said just the pennies. Tell her to show just the pennies. Why y'all some perverted people on YouTube?
Just the panties. Nothing had pennies. I don't even wear pennies.
Ah, oh shit. Easy
Is
action.
this this one? I
Wait.
don't wear
Best friend, you
pennies.
about to wear the booty shorts with no panties on?
No, I wear the booty shorts with no pennies on. Yeah, of course.
Ooh. Okay, I'm from Fiji. Shout out to Fiji. Um, he loves getting pegged. Shout out to that guy, man. If he like pegging. Dawson said, "What's up? What's up?"
Pagan? What's that?
I love these YouTube comments
What's
sometimes.
pagan? Is that like
We
peg?
good, Dawson. You can see the messages.
I can see the messages.
You can read them.
You hear me? Yeah, I'm reading them. That's why I said I freak with Jordans. But I want to go freak with a burrito.
Do
I'm
you?
trying to go.
She said. Nate said, "Do you tuck while she pegs you, bro, or just let it snap around?" I don't get
This
down with
sound like something
none of
for
that.
like Streammate models, Pornhub, Mega Personals. This is sound like one of them
Simmons
conversations
said,
that he talking about.
I play football for the Lakers." Oh, shout out to you.
Good job. Good job. Make sure you make a home go. Make sure you make a home down. A touch. I mean, a field. What is it? What do you want to do?
A home down.
A home down and shit. Like, you
Y'all in these
want
comments.
pizza? You don't have a life. You need a life. I'm by your life. Nope. Nah. You want a
I told
taco?
myself that my YouTube channel wasn't popping until I start getting hate mail. So I get hate mail now.
Okay. They be
You
hating
feel
them.
me?
You
Shout
can
out
hate
to
on
y'all
me.
with the crazy comments and shit, cause that let me know it's lit over here.
All right, y'all want to help me figure out this hook? Go, okay? Go. No, nah, not that hook. Nah, not that hook.
Dawson
Get out
said,
my fucking face with that bullshit.
I really hope you guys have a fantastic day. I know Jesus loves y'all. Thank you, Dawson. God
Thanks,
bless you.
Dawson. God bless you.
Please consider him
And
if
he's sitting here going, I want pizza. 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 Get the hell out of me! That's how.
could you get out my
Shit, like, no, you're not gonna do that to me like that.
I just want this damn dog to shut up. That motherfucker.
I'm
These
about to
niggas
walk to
was
taco
locked
place
and under the bed.
and
Yeah.
cross the street because I want a taco. Like, I want a burrito in the taco. I want a burrito in the taco. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Cause you know what? Honestly, I didn't eat that shit all day. Like that's all I eat. Like I mean that could be all. I literally just I made up my own burrito. It was called a so
Live,
I
y'all.
made some rotel. I made some rotel
Or like,
I put it in a burrito. I put some Doritos in it. I put some cheese on it, some sour cream, and but I put the sour cream on the side, and I had like some Velveeta cheese, and I made that like a cheese dip. And I put it in the brioche shell, rolled it up, grilled it on the thing, and then like, bam, baby, it was popping. And I'll do it again. Damn, let me go. But I'm not gonna lie though, DT. Like, real talk though, back to that modern day traditional shit. Like, I'm a traditional dater, and that means that we go on dates. Like,
right, right. Like, I want to go places. I want to do. I don't know, man. It'd be so weird. It'd be like the people I like. It'd be like, I don't know. It'd be like, I know you from this situation. I know you from that situation. This would work if that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It'd be always some shit in the game. And I don't like strangers. I don't trust no stranger. Your volume went out again.
I was
Like,
saying, like, when I be bored at home, only person or only people I want to be at home bored with are my friends. I don't want to be at home bored with a nigga I just met. That want my number. We finna, like, you're not finna come over my house. That's not what we doing. I don't want to do that. Why the fuck do I want to go to my house? And I
it's
don't want
hard.
to come to your house. I don't want to be in the bedroom. I'm
I
always in the bedroom.
I'm trying to build. Like, if we can't build together, then and I gotta do everything on my own. What the fuck?
All right, there go a hook. Tell me about this hook. Want to hear my hook? Here you go.
Somebody want to
What
hear you
nigga you could
freestyle.
text? Okay, here for first hear the hook. Here you go. Well, nigga, you can text me and see if I text back. You ain't brain, no game, that's nigga. That shit's whack. I need somebody I could build with. Got plenty bodies I can call just to chill with. Ah!
Facts.
Cause I do. I really do. Like, I need somebody I could build with. Got
Facts.
plenty bodies I can call just to, you know how many motherfuckers I could call to come kick it?
That's hard to do. What's hard
Huh?
to actually, I said that's not the hard part. The hard part is fucking with somebody you like.
That part, no cap, dead ass. Like, hey, me and my best friend was just talking about this. Like, hey, like, I don't like nobody. Like, you know what? I don't like nobody either. Hey, look, I'm mad because I'm too early.
The taco truck not there.
They here. Watch when I come back out here in a minute. You gonna see this should be this whole little fucking church, this whole fucking parking lot. They
It's
ain't
just
gonna be all tacos. It'll be all kind of shit.
it's a couple of them right there.
Yeah, but this whole thing gonna be filled with them, like literally, like a fucking like a function.
You right in the right area too, cause you just walk right out your building. There's taco truck stores and shit. Like,
I
nigga ain't got
know,
no
and but it's
car.
still it's a little bougie. It's a little uppity over here in Court Hill, though. You know
I
what I
love
mean? So,
Fort Hills. That's the best part of Lancaster or Palmdale.
exactly, I love it. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I had to like cut a couple people off and shit. Living in here made that shit so easy. You know why?
Cause they can't get way over here. Your sound went out. Your sound went out.
So I got a few little partners, and I'm just not worried about it. Like, I'm gonna take my time because as a traditional dater, like I said, I want to go on a date. I want you to call me. I want to talk on the phone. I want to meet your parents. You meet mine, and I'm not talking about at the club and shit. Like, with all of us, like, no, like, I want some traditional shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want. Don't be mad because I called you, and I don't want you dating other people if you're dating me. And I'm not trying to fuck on the first night. Because that shit make it boring. Like, it's so quick and easy to fuck. Niggas is easy too. Like, you feel me? Just like they want to say, oh, bitches is easy. Oh, bitch, fuck this. Oh, y'all motherfuckers do the same fucking
Niggas
shit.
is easy. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas
Look,
is easy as fuck.
if I like you, but am I gonna press for it? Nah, I'm not tripping.
Like, today, in today's time, like, you feel me? Me and my best was talking the other day. I'm like, it's crazy because it's easy to be like niggas to be like, oh, I fucked her, and deep down, bitches be like, nigga, you didn't fuck me, you got fucked. You feel me? But
Ha,
you didn't fuck me.
ha.
Like, so it's like I don't even want to do it. I don't want to do it yet because nigga, we gonna do it, and then you gonna do it tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Eventually, it's boring. Your dick is boring. Sorry,
It
probably ain't
does
supposed to
get.
say that on
You gotta
YouTube.
spice it up though. You gotta have the strawberries, the whipped cream, different
And
positions.
then once we do that, then what?
We gotta enjoy. You gotta like the person you fuck. I
Exactly. So
like
that's what I'm
who I'm fucking.
saying. And I can't like
So,
you by giving you my number. If I give you my number, you come to my house and we have sex, that don't mean I like you. And
nope.
then once we have sex, that take away from me possibly liking you. Like because just like niggas think like, oh yeah, that bitch, she let me fuck. Bitches think like, man, he let me fuck too early. Like this nigga just wanna fuck. You feel me? It's the roles is reversed. It ain't like we don't think the same thing. We fucking think the same fucking shit. Just like you think that bitch a hoe, she think you a hoe. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? Just like you
All
think
the
that
time.
was too easy. Nigga, your dick was too easy to get. Just like y'all think about bitches. Like, I don't want no easy dick nigga. Like, no. It should be hard to get that. But it's not. It'd be easy. And then they be talking about
Well, you gotta have self worth and a lot of.
to get a bitch to fuck. I don't care what you
Yeah,
talking
that's
about.
fact.
A bitch can get a nigga to fuck right, man. All I gotta do is walk in and say, pull your pants off. It ain't no rebuttal
Yep.
after that. You
Pants
know
is
what I'm
coming
saying? The
down.
bitch at least gonna be like,
Pants
no,
is coming.
not today.
Pants is
You
coming
feel me? Like, it's just like, face down, ass up.
The only
It's
person that
easy.
actually
Like it's
got
too
that kind of
easy.
control game, I ain't gonna lie. The pimp in you will have you under. Like if you got ulterior motives with a female, you know better than a fucker. But that's if
All
you gang.
right.
And that's I don't know. I think that come with age. The control of
Oh, I got
yourself
hot.
comes with age. If
Yeah,
you
it
a
does. It
young
does. Cause I ain't gonna lie, the nigga
fuck
turned me
everything.
on when he was like, I'm not trying to do it. And then that's it. All right. If that's the case, I could just save my shit. And I was like, oh, yeah, me too. Like, you feel me? And that was a turn on.
I
You know
told
what I'm
you
saying?
before,
Like, you told me that, oh, you not finna just give me that if I just want to do it. Cause your shit is like treat your shit like it means something. You know what I'm saying? Treat it
mhm,
like it means something. Like it's valuable. Like I don't want no unvaluable dick that everybody could get. That's boring. It's fuck.
that's
So,
fact.
so with that being said, when he said that, I want to do more. Like, hey,
But look,
I'm
see,
not.
everybody
I
has
don't. I'm
a type.
not.
Everybody has a type. I have a type. So if I run across my type, it's gonna be easy. But if you the type I don't like, you're not getting anything. it's, it's nothing coming your way.
Right.
It's
Like
nothing coming
I
your way.
do have a type, but I don't have a type.
I definitely.
Like, cause like it's like, for example, Keith wasn't my type, but like like it's like okay, if I said I had a type, I don't know, they just sexy. I don't know, but like then
In
again,
your
I'll see
head,
somebody
you
else.
know
Like it's like
exactly what
everybody do got a type that they like
I'm about to say. In your head, you like a nigga that's tall, or he got to be this, or he got to be that.
Yeah, but you settle. So I settled in this case.
I
Okay, I settled
settled,
with this mother
settled
boy.
for.
Like I
Whew, I
settled with
settled for
him.
a long
Like you know what I'm
time.
saying? His old ass used to be over here fucking trying to like he'll tell me like I know my body is decent. It's really decent. You know what I'm saying? I can work it out, but if I work it out, I'm just gonna fuck you bitches up. That's it. You know what I'm saying? No, just saying. I'm be fucking a lot of people over there, dead ass. But I'm just saying, this nigga used to come over here and start working out. It just looked old. You know what I'm saying? It just looked old and tired. Just like he ain't worked out in a long time, but he's trying to flex in front of me, and you could tell because you ain't got no muscle structure. Your shit is all gone.
He said
So
no.
what is doing? Like, sit down. They want to tell me what I need to do. Like, you need to do it too. Everybody always gonna tell somebody else what they need to do.
My problem has been that I still look too young. Like when I go to them 35 and up clubs or I try to meet women my age, they just swear up and down I'm young. And, oh, you're a baby, and I'm like, what? I gotta put my motherfucking ID out because I don't look 60, bitch.
I'm trying to tell you because I was mad. Like I went to the store one day and it was like, "How old are you?" I'm like, "I'm tell him my age, 34." He said, "No, you're not." I said, "Yes, I am." And he said he looked at the customer and was like, "She look 34." The customer said, "I ain't gonna lie, she don't." Hey, I don't give a fuck what he said. He like, "Hey, I thought it was a compliment." It was until I turned 34. Like, you feel me? And I'm still being carded everywhere and shit. Like,
Right. I want to be
really
a
not
grown
that
woman
much
at this
of a
point.
compliment. Yeah.
Right.
Like,
I don't want to be a
then
kid.
you want to turn around and try to talk to me like a kid. It's some more shit. You feel me? And I ain't. Like, so, no. Like, you feel me? But,
I
oh,
think
you
it
never
has to
told me. Oh,
do
you
with how.
said wear my low tops. Oh, so wear the Bart Simpson?
Hmm.
All right, you the second one I said that.
I'm still
I,
dressing like I'm young. I think that's the problem. I got to start
I do too. I do too, for
showing
real. Mm.
my age.
But see, I always just I like nakedness.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I gotta turn it. I gotta make it look grown though.
Honestly, all right, let me be honest. I'm ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm lying. I don't want my girl ass out.
I don't want that. I didn't say I had to have my ass out. I said I like to drink nakedish,
Okay.
nakedish.
Look, the perception of me and a women, nobody. I like. I don't really
I
like.
can't hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
So I think the perception about me is that I like hoes, but I hate them. And I love a good, solid woman, but I only attract slutty fucking.
You going in and out. I know he like me. I kinda dig it, so I did my thing for him. He only with me. Now we getting groovy. Out of the jacuzzi. Shut down, just slow it down.
I think most guys we like to look at a fact. That ain't all we want.
Oh, stick your tongue out, girl. Nah,
My fat y'all, show us that tattoo in
what
full.
tattoo? Oh my god.
I ain't got none. I don't know what y'all talking about.
First you gotta put your neck into it. And don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the back up to the front. Then you
This
stick
sun is
your
hitting.
hand on mamas. On
Sun.
my mama. Baby, let me tell you. When I just walked to that fucking across the street, like, bruh, when I go back, these sweatpants, these leggings or whatever, they coming off straight up.
I heard
Straight
that.
bushing.
I'm a naked sleeper if I'm comfortable, but I'm just doing it anywhere.
Blowing in my line, kick rocks. You ain't getting none of this box, kick rocks. Ain't no need to apologize now, kick rocks. All I hear is blah, 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 kick rocks. Nigga. Blowing in my line, you ain't getting none of this box. Ain't no need to apologize now. All I hear is blah, blah, blah.
We got the comments going up.
This shit fire.
What you eating?
It was a Twix, but you know what? We're better than Twix.
Twix?
Butterfinger. hmm
You bet
A
not
Butterfinger.
finger on
I
my butt.
fucking, I love Butterfinger.
I used to be the shit.
I love me a Butterfinger.
All right, I'm about to call you because I'm about
Give
to
me some
walk
Twix.
to the smoke shop and I gotta call you on my other phone
hmm
so we can end this. All right, y'all. This is the News You Can Use podcast live with Erica Nicole. She will be back on hosting with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you want to donate to us, send it to the Cash App. If you want to
It's Goldie Nicole.
send that Cash App.
Uh-huh.
We need all the Cash Apps we can get. Um, Tap in with us. We got a new series out right now called Las Vegas Alleys. It's one of the funniest comedies you're going to see. It starts off as a documentary, then it goes into a comedy. Check out some of the interviews we put out. Check out the content. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video because I see I only got 1 like, but I'm sure I had about 300-400 people up in here. And we out.